let's go ahead and get started. And I think we're getting close to this last quest. I've got every white item that I have upgraded as far as I want. I could probably do some other weapons, but honestly, it feels like that's probably over.
Ready to head to Cassidon's Hold?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Great. Hey, while it's just the two of us, I'll be deploying to the Underworks almost immediately after we arrive. Watch Khan Stanold for me, will you? I know Oriel wants you to give him a chance, but he can't be trusted.
I'm always ready for anything, Eric.
I know. Let's move.
I'm gonna be angry if this is like a 5-minute quest. Uh-oh.
Decades of caution have been rewarded, friends.
Well,
For this moment,
that just means it's your time. You need to.
Is the precise time to strike.
It means you just need to start taking it up, I guess. That way the whole block will be party central.
Today, we wrangle our lands free from the Surgeborn's grasp and reclaim our hearth once more. Whatever it takes.
Can't beat him, join him. And that's like people that like do like that do it, and then they try to cover themselves up. Man, there's no way of covering that up. It's like smoking the same way. You can smell it if you.
None of this could be possible without the esteemed prowess of the Spindle. Her work on the Arcs has laid the foundation for my plan.
Unless they're using one of those vape things. And I think those vape things don't have any kind of sense to them. I don't really know the deets on all that.
She and I will proceed to the Grand Gate at once.
That's too... What is that? What is a vape thing? Would that be a millennial thing? Zoomer thing, maybe? Gen Z, maybe? I'm not sure.
Scouts, you have your orders. It's time. Whatever it takes.
Bryn, you need to come with me.
Now?
Yeah, no time to explain. And Aurea, you should get on the scry.
All right. Whatever you need.
Let's go.
Time to party.
Sev, I know you said there's no time to explain, but want to give me a clue as to where we're going?
So, obviously I've been working with the Eye. And well, he had me repair the Grand Gate. It's connected to this place called the Source, and I guess that's where the Surgeborn came from. He's got this plan to go there and solve this problem once and for all.
Right. I heard that part of his speech already. What does this have to do with us sprinting like an Ash Peak Drake is on our heels?
So there's, it's
Budget
better if I
cutscene
just
right here.
show you.
Okay.
Perfect. As punctual as you are daring.
Sev, what's going on?
I don't know.
Oh, don't blame him. He's merely a puppet. Ironic, given I'm the one all tangled up.
So you can talk?
Of course. Only language could allow me to prey upon Kenrick's exquisite inadequacies.
You've been talking to the Eye? Manipulating him?
Into a foolhardy and preposterous plan that only an absolute imbecile could think was worth pursuing, yes. I've been down here for years, laying groundwork and learning what I could about your people. All towards a moment when I could convince Kenrick to act. I almost despaired he ever would. And then, along comes you.
Me?
Oh, yes. Kenrick is threatened by you. Terrified, even. In your brief time inside the Veil, you've accomplished so much more than he has in decades. Not that that's saying much. Still, you are the perfect catalyst. change. We have that in common, as you will discover in time. So now, he's going to open a gate to the heart of the Enclave, convinced he can recover it from us. And the one person I worry might be able to stop us is here, talking to me.
Shenanigans. Hey, what's up, Aspen? Howdy. Doing well this evening?
You're first. But even you can't run to the rescue now.
You've thought of everything. Except, why tell me all this?
You know an awful lot for a security guard.
Because you're too late to stop us. And even if you weren't, no one would believe you.
Sure. Unless they were listening.
Busted.
Quit taunting it, Bryn. You've got work to do.
What? Man. Surgeborn, you're angry when you're hungry. Some textures pop in.
Isla, we must retreat.
No! I'm staying to fix this.
Put a wiener head.
Do whatever you can to buy me time.
Oh, great. We gotta fight that thing? Wait, is he gonna get a sword?
Bryn is seriously about to fight that thing.
The spindle told her to buy time.
Let's hope Hyla doesn't take too long.
Ow, tits.
Keep going, Bryn! I need more time!
Right in the nougats.
Can Bryn keep going for much longer?
She needs to.
What if we cast that shield? We jump on him? Nope. Okay. Question that. Problem solved. Wait, about here. Ah, here we go. Let's get up on you. Oh, what the F? Oh yeah, isn't that the new thing to the everybody just sending everybody back from remote work? It's crazy. Oh my god, the thing's. Man, the cleaning on that's insane. I can't like get up there quick enough because it's just constantly trying to fling me off. Oh, god dang it, man.
Just a little more time. Almost
Is the spindle okay?
She can't be.
Hammer's like.
What's she doing to the Ark?
Hopefully not what I think she is.
Oh crap. Yeah, can't scratch that edge, can you? Is what less annoying? Oh, Jesus Christ. The game? I mean, I've got almost 50 hours in it. I would assume not. Just, it has some annoying things in it. Oh, the limited items is my least favorite thing. It's definitely too bad. I don't think I really bragged about it too much. God dang it. I can't climb up him like unless I. Yep. So I constantly had to keep upgrading and upgrading, and it was only like 3 items at a time. Oh, God dang it. Yeah, I need to go further up because when I'm on the arm, he just constantly pulls me off and it yeets the crap out of me. Keep. Give me some more health. Jesus Christ. Use a pot. I'm spamming the pot button. I'm not dealing any damage to him hardly now. Okay, we'll let people do it. Oh. Yeah, it was a bit much on this one. I feel like it could have been just more at the beginning. But only being able to pick like 12 items up when you first start is lame. That was my biggest issue. Like right now I can pick up like 30 something or something at a time. It should have been like probably double that or maybe more. What the farts? Heck Wars. not sure what you're talking about, but sure.
Whatever it takes.
Dude, if this is like the final scene, I'm gonna be angry because I could have just done this last night. Oh, there's a show called that? Never heard of it.
Spirits. Okay. Weavers have always dealt with problems like this.
Well, you might be the only one that's
Not
going on
just
with
like this, but yeah. We'll figure it out.
Oh, there's more.
Aurea. She'll know what to do.
Bryn, I cannot fathom how you must have felt in that fight against the Surgeborn.
As strange as it is to say, I had the easy part.
Yes. Tragedy about Isla. So much talent lost, wasted even. I can't stop rolling what you said before we went to Cassidon's around in my head.
About how we were ready for anything. Kind of ironic now.
Yes, quite. Though I cannot fathom who would have been ready for that. But your point was well made. We have overcome so much in this place, where others might have rolled over and given up. In moments of despair, the deep night, when most of you are asleep and the world comes alive, I keep thinking about it. We're ready for anything. You know, I believe we are.
Tired? No. I'm just listening to his dialogue. How are you today? Yeah. I'm not tired at all. Max level reached. We're max to the max.
Hey, Eric. I'm so sorry for your loss. How are you holding up after everything?
Ink light. Yeah, do you? I mean, I forgot to randomize it today. Well.
Thank you, but I don't think you want the real answer to that question.
Yeah, he was playing 2 today. Let's offer.
I really do. You look like a pot about to boil over, and your people need you focused. So let me have it.
I knew Kenrick Stanold was incompetent, but this... I didn't think he was capable of this. He deploys my entire team, spreads us thin on no information, a plan that requires utmost secrecy, he called it, swearing we would be given what we needed to know when the time was right. And then, nothing. A big speech, empty promises of victory, and the dawning realization among my team that we were a distraction, meaningless forces to draw the Surgeborn's attention. And at that, we succeeded. While Kenrick, goddamn Stanold, ran for his life. They descended on my people like vultures swarming a corpse. Good people died because of that man. Good people will carry scars because of that man. It should have been him.
Got some pretty good voice acting in this game, honestly. One of these days, I will get to those pixel remaster games. I have them. Yeah, it has surprisingly good voice acting. For,
The bar I'd set for my expectations of him was low.
I kind of like all the English and
You'd have to
like
pump tremendous depths
the
to
UK
even
area.
glimpse it.
Voice acting, I think it's always good. You know what? When I played Final Fantasy IV, like it was like the DS remake, and I liked that better than the pixel remastered look. Again, it'd be cool if they did something like that. What's up, Jim? Howdy, howdy.
And yet, I never would have expected him to stoop quite so low as he did at the Grand Gate.
Hey, Lane. How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Just coming down from the stress of all this. I was a bit worried about you, I'll admit. Are you all right?
Thanks for the concern. A little sore today, but no lasting injuries.
Good. Good.
Are you sure you're fine?
Yes. Just ruminating on the numerous disastrous failures that led to this. Not by us, but...
Tell her it's...
We'd all love to protect the future, but smart as you are, even you can't do that.
The Pixar remaster. I think the DS one was yeah, it was like a little harder, I think, in some areas, but I thought the graphics looked cool on it. And they had the after years one too, and
Isla would still be here if I could.
I think 3 as well, or maybe it was 3 and 4 had a DS remaster, a remake, I guess.
I know. She saved us all.
Scholars rarely agree on much. But if there's one philosophy many of us share, it's that we must understand our past to build better futures. Maybe I couldn't have prevented this tragedy, but I can't help but mine the past for clues of what was to come. If only to stop it from ever happening again.
Say that. How long is actually long? I mean, Trails of Cold Steel 4 was 240 hours long. I consider that a long game. Hey, we could trade some supplies.
I know you're not one to shy away from a fight, but you should have known better than to go toe-to-toe with that thing.
Oh, damn, we're getting scalded.
Hasmin, I'm all right.
That's not the point, Bryn. I was really scared.
I know.
I know I should be better about this, but I can't lose you. Not after we finally...
I'm not going anywhere. I promise.
Good. Dom would be beside himself if something happened to you.
Uh-huh. I don't know what I'd do without Dom, either.
You're staring.
Yeah, that seems about the on
What's got
par
you in
for
such a good mood?
a good JRPG or average length anyway, for a lengthy one. That's pretty long for a Super NES one or a PS1 version or whatever. Yeah, it was. Yeah, well, they re-released it on PS1 and yeah, for a Super Nintendo game, that seems pretty long, honestly.
What? I can't admire my gorgeous girlfriend.
You can, but none of this showing up here just to look at me with love in your eyes. That's too mushy. Especially in front of Aurea. At least come up with something clever to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's ask about her child.
Tell me about yourself, then. What's the happiest memory from your childhood?
It rained a lot, in Dunbrennig, so we didn't do this often. But on the rare sunny days, my mum took me to the beach. We'd both bring books and blankets to spend the day reading on the hot sandy coastline.
That sounds lovely.
It was.
All the grinding, get all the good gear. Let's ask about Ori.
Are you worried that Oria won't approve of us?
No, she thinks it's cute.
Then why are you worried about her seeing us be cute?
It's not just her. It's everyone. You make me so happy. And I guess I'm afraid that if everyone sees how happy I am around you, then they'll know how devastated I'll be if it doesn't work out. This is still really new. Is it bad if I need to take things slow before I can parade our cuteness around the camp?
Of course not. But just so you know, you make me incredibly happy too. If I have my way, this will totally work out.
Heck yeah, let's skip around the camp.
That's reassuring.
Let's tell her we're being mushy too.
Sure. I can find something to talk about. Ah! What made you fall head over heels for me?
Subtle. I guess I believe that the best thing you can do with your life is be in service of others. And that's what you embody. As a friend, as a point, as a leader. Yet, somehow you do it without burning out or putting others above yourself in an unhealthy way. That's very attractive.
That's what draws me to you. How caring you are. And more importantly, how you're learning to turn that care in towards yourself.
I'm trying, at least. I like that you noticed.
Let's ask how she'd like to spend time
So,
off.
if being mushy around the caravan isn't ideal, tell me what you'd like to do when we have some downtime.
I'd love to. It's dumb.
Now you have to tell me.
Stargazing. When I worked the shipping lanes, I learned a lot about navigation by the stars. Maybe it'd be fun to... I don't know.
Kaz, nothing would make me happier than a date by starlight with you.
Oh, I think it would be so peaceful.
Unfortunately, your adorable face has left me speechless.
Oh, gods. I'll meet you in your tent later. You can stare all you like then.
Oh, time to
Looking
get
forward
freaky.
to it.
The spindle sacrificed everything for us. We could have lost Bryn just as quickly as we lost her.
We didn't.
And we still can't talk to her about her dad?
Hey,
Hey,
how do you feel?
okay now, but it was touch and go for a while. Lane will probably never forgive me. For that matter, I might not either.
I knew that fight. The spindle, giving her life like that. It'd be on your mind all night. How could it not? And I've been mulling over what to tell you this morning. I had a speech planned, but you don't need a speech. You're like me. It'd ring false. So I'm going to tell you what I'd need to hear after something like that. You did good. It was an awful situation, but you stood up and did what needed to be done without hesitating. Not many people have that kind of grit.
You're right. I think that was what I needed to hear. Thanks, Oria.
You deserve it. You've come so far in here. We've all had to adapt, but you more than anyone. Look, I know you, Bryn. You're made of stern stuff. You've the mountains in your bones. Any sense of doubt or being shaken is just snowfall. Temporary, and it'll slide off soon.
That was the part you practiced, right?
Yes. But that doesn't make it less true.
Okay. Okay. Thoughts on what we do next? We obviously need to deal with that beast. But where to start?
We need to get everyone together. Our band, Arakim too. And I want you to call the meeting.
Me?
Yes, you.
Gather round. So there's more.
Do you know what's amazing?
Tell me.
Digging into the past and salvaging relics that change your understanding of everything we do. Maybe this is old hat for you, because you've been free to do it for so long.
I haven't been doing it that long, but I can't imagine it will ever get old.
Well, good. So, our relics of the day are those scries we recovered, which work very much like yours, which demolishes my original bet on ours having been affected by this surge somehow. My best guess now is that they're working so well because they were packed up so tight. I floated the idea with Dom, and he was pretty into it. Want to join me in following up?
Oh, don't need me to do the asking this time?
No. I'm getting the hang of this.
I was just gonna pop me with a side quest again. Son of a.
It's good you're here, Bryn. We have a mystery to solve.
A scrinundrum. Ah, no, that doesn't work.
Scriddle?
Ah, damn it. That's so much better.
Oh, you two are fun. To business, though, what we need to really work on the scries is a new set of the tools I use to maintain ours.
Do you not have them?
Lost in our mad dash through the veil. I hadn't felt the urgent need to replace them just yet, but if we're to compare and contrast our three classes of scry, we'll need them.
Could we not borrow some from Eric's people?
I tried. I would consider their tools insufficient to our needs.
He's saying they're bad.
I'm saying they're bad, but politely.
Why discover
We
earlier?
haven't needed these tools until now?
Like most Enclave enchantments, the scries are incredibly durable. I normally maintain ours every few months. We had more pressing matters at hand until this mystery reared its head.
What exactly do these tools involve?
They are so very fiddly. Small optics for examining the casing, tiny enchanted ones to tug at the patterns that form the images and keep the sound clear. That sort of thing. Like tuning an instrument.
What do you need?
This is usually the part where I find myself wrestling a giant lizard or something. So you might as well just tell me now.
Bryn, you never fail to cut to the heart of the matter, but I have good tidings. We need you to pick a flower.
A flower? That's it?
Not quite. It's from a plant renowned for its magical sensitivity called Mirian's Bloom.
And the tricky part, Dom was telling me, is that it can't be moved via any kind of teleportation. No loom gates and such.
Indeed, and complicating matters, it withers very quickly once picked. Lane and I can stabilize it, but we'll need our workstations here to do so, which means...
I'm going to have to run.
Pretty much. Sorry about that.
I'll just stretch extra. Do we know where I can find some?
Yes, in the swamp not too far from here, on the other side of the hollow.
Sounds like a plan.
So wait, we can't teleport back? Return the bloom to base camp without any... How do we even do... Oh. Okay, we can go there. Archon's Expanse and Dredger's Mire. Well, that's easy enough. Oh, wait. We have to... Okay, wait. That's a long run, then. Okay. Alright. Wow. That's 2 maps down. I guess we're gonna be getting some cardio in. Seems fairly easy enough side quest, though. We teleport there, but then we have to run back.
I'm going to let Arik power the scry for your run with the Bloom, Bryn.
Appreciate it, Oreo.
Frozen area.
You could use the practice.
Time to get a little bit toasty. Dead. Not dead. I don't like this. It's frozen. Okay. I think those guys are immune to crap. Suck it. Oh, really? It would be the frost guy here, too. Alright, Arcane's Expanse. Let's see. Wait. We are kind of near the ass caves. They're in the downtown district. Nice and damp. A little sparkly on his hand. There we go. Alright, so we have to go all the way back using no portals.
Here goes.
Good. Now move. We'll be ready.
Let's all take a little trip to the ash caves. Be a good Suno song. If you'd let me put that in there. Little ass cave party. What's funny is that I don't know if you guys you know that that is from Xenoblade Chronicles X, which comes out the definitive edition comes out next month on that. And the character, what's funny is the character's name is L, if I remember correctly. He doesn't use a translator because he likes to learn the language from her. And die, please. No, I don't want to fight that guy. Bye, Felicia. Oh. Dang, this dude's freaking stalking me. I hate these frozen areas. So annoying.
It's looking a bit off. That's normal. Just keep moving and you'll be fine.
You son of a... God dang... Move! Freaking frost damage, man. I hate the frost areas. It's the guy
Good
following
progress,
me.
Bryn.
The big
Smooth and steady.
arc guy, or the big elite guy. I accidentally aggroed him. Welcome back. He shot something at me. Alright. Knocked me right on my duker. Wait, is this area frozen too? Why are they all flash freeze? My least favorite thing. So we gotta run all the way back to a middle area.
Definitely a bit dry looking.
This is a challenging distance to cover. Just keep at it.
Why am I taking damage? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. And this one's right here. F off, game. We'll take the long way around. Me summon this guy. So whoa. Alright, chill, bro. I gotta figure out how to get across here. I don't know if I've ever ran. I need to look around before I get through here.
This flower is not looking good, folks.
Big push.
Yeah, well, how the F, man? I don't think I can go that way. Alright. Game's trolling me. I guess he's kind of helping me out. He's burning everything down. Okay. All right. Dude, there's no shortcut. We're like on the other side. We need to go up and around, huh? We might actually be able to go here.
It's basically crumbling to dust.
And the danger of highly volatile magical flowers, I'm afraid. Thankfully, there will be more.
Wait, do I have a time limit? What? I was almost there. The frost made it such a pain in the butt. Yeah, I have to go back and get it again. Went away. Are you kidding me right now? I didn't use any magical trouble. That's all it says to do, though. Get the butt pickles. Oh, crap.
I know everyone's up in their heads right now, but we have real problems to solve.
I didn't mean to click
So
that. I
let's
wouldn't
clear
know the
the
other
air.
quest first.
Are you running this discussion, then?
She is.
Sev, this has to start with you. We knew you were working with the Eye. We told you we'd have your back. Help us understand what happened. Just breathe, Sev. Start from the beginning.
I'm sure Bryn and Sola told you all. But I belong to an order called the Norians. We're sometimes called the Watersmiths. Imagine my surprise to learn our talents had been critical to the construction of the tapestry. Our order binds us to always help another Norian. Especially a high-ranking one like Stanild. And to keep their secrets.
So that's how he sunk his claws into you.
Let's dig in.
Why is the Order so secretive?
We've always been critical to the survival of Taza. Water is life in the desert, and we control the flow of water. The Elders have a secret political chokehold on the kingdoms.
The altruistic Norians will tell you the secrecy is so no one can undo our work. But I have my doubts. And so, the Order operates in the shadows. I imagine they were much the same here in the Enclave.
What did Stanild have you doing?
It was all work on repairing the Grand Gate. He'd heard about our success with the gate in the Hollow and felt I might be able to replicate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to do so. And he took me more into his confidence as a result.
Worry about how that relates to...
Did you leave the Norians to become Sola's apprentice?
One never really leaves the Norians. Not with their life. If word got out about me betraying Stanild, I'd be a dead ram walking.
What?
But no. My people have a ritual known as Ram Bralem. It is a time to pursue another path. And Sola was kind enough to accept me for mine.
It's true. I knew it could be temporary, but was hoping you'd stay on after.
Okay, so I want to know where Sev's loyalties stand.
The most important thing is whether we can trust you.
Yes, Sev. Convince us.
I swear, nothing I did was intended to cause harm. Too many of my order are political animals. But there is real good to be found among the Norians. Craftspeople who just wish to perfect their art. To bring water to people in need. To experiment, but need the resources to do so. Unfortunately, too many of those resources are controlled by people like Stanild. They're all the same. They see a point of control. Water, information, wealth. And they abuse it. I thought the secrets were a necessary evil for some great purpose, but seeing his chokehold on the Enclave, it's stagnation. You all have every right to distrust me. I am sorry. No more secrets. I just can't do it anymore.
If you can't be a Norian, then what are you?
If you'd have me, I'd like to stay.
Those of us who have been here longer than Sev. Thoughts?
It's hard to have divided loyalties. But you did the right thing in the end, and if you hadn't, we might all be dead. That takes courage.
Still wasn't quick enough.
I don't know what to make of any of this. I want to believe you, but it's hard in the uncertainty surrounding us.
When I was going through it, you all pulled together to help me.
You are all heard. And I would add that you joined us under false pretenses, Sev. You had loyalties outside the band you never disclosed.
Uh-oh, he's gonna get spanking.
I have a hard time accepting that he kept so much from us, but shared so much with the Eye. Who knows what Stanild, or God's help us, the Talon heard about us? Only time will tell how much damage that's done.
Lane, I hear you and I understand. Sev has real work to do to rebuild trust. Only you can decide when the apology feels real to you. Sev, that considered, you have worked tirelessly since joining us, and demonstrated an enterprising spirit and deftness as a smith. And before the blade could completely fall, you risked all by blocking it with your own hand. You can never be a Norian again. I do not sense that you wish to be. And who are the Weavers but a group of outcasts and misfits? Just trying to muddle through together. You will stay. And you will help. We have work to do. Tell us about Stanild's plan.
Thank you, Horia.
Spire.
This has been a rough ride for us all. This entire situation is unreasonable. Or would be for most, but not us. We're Weavers, Sev included, and rolling with the punches is what we do. But here's our challenge. That Talon. It spoke. It knew things it couldn't know about us. We're on the back foot and need to catch up fast.
Then let me, as Aurea said, help. After I repaired the gate, Stanil took me completely into his confidence. He'd been questioning and learning from the Talon, or so he thought.
Not realizing he was being manipulated.
He was increasingly estranged from his daughter. I'd wager he was desperate for a friend.
I'd agree. Based on what he'd learned from the Surgeborn from his friend, he put together a plan.
Use my people as a distraction to pull the bulk of the Surgeborn out of the Underworks. Or while he used the gate to... what?
There is a place, deep, deep underground, known as the Source. A feat of engineering unparalleled. It's the secret to the Enclave's power. The abundance of magic. The heart of the tapestry. The thing powering the Veil. There was only a single loom gate still connected to the Source after Asylum cleared all connections. And I'm the one who repaired it.
Well, good job.
The Grand Gate would take him right to the heart of things then.
Exactly.
Stanil thought he could... what? Sneak down there and fix things somehow? Tear down the Veil?
His hope was to go down and secure a working space, sealed off from the distracted Surgeborn. He wanted to eventually fix things with the help of the Spindle. All glory to his family.
That arrogant idiot.
He'd read in his personal archives there was a system designed to shut down the Source, in the hopes of discovering how it worked. He had been feeding information to the Spindle about it in drips.
Meaning she might have been working on a fix for the Source without knowing it.
Then we have to pursue her research, clearly.
Good. But we still have the problem Stanil never saw coming. A great Surgeborn.
Which almost certainly will be unkillable if it operates like every other Surgeborn. It's hard to imagine any place more full of tangles than the literal source of the magic that's overflowing.
On that, I have an idea. If I'm right, we might be able to turn the tables and remove its advantage. I'll need Bryn's help if that's all right with everyone.
Of course. If it gives us a chance, we have to take it.
I agree.
Has anyone just thought to ask the Talon?
What would we ask it? Favorite color? Favorite way to disembowel Ashar? No, she's right. It has clearly demonstrated an interest in Bryn. Maybe she could pry some information out of it.
I'm not sure I'll get much. But I'm also sure I'm not going to think it's my friend. So, worth exploring?
Then we have a path forward. Sev will pursue his thoughts on dealing with that beast.
My people have started calling it the Herald.
Of destruction? Doom?
Why not both? As I said, people are on edge.
Fine.
Legend.
Sev pursues weakening this Herald. We work with the Axle to look into the Spindle's latest research.
Yeah, Harold.
And if she feels like it, Bryn has a chat with our imprisoned Surgeborn.
As good a path forward as we are going to find. Let's call it here and get to work.
Now there's more stuff to do. We don't have any hard leather either. Son of a pip.
Bryn, would you...
Check on Sev? Always. But how are you holding up?
I'm all right. Just worried about him, you know? He did the right thing in the end, and he seems to have come back to us for now, but all those issues that led him to the Eye in the first place, they aren't solved in a day.
He needs us now more than ever.
Exactly.
Alright, what are these? Storm.
I appreciated your candor in the meeting, Sev.
It was terrifying. Wasn't sure I'd be allowed to stay. You didn't get to voice an opinion with the others. Are we...
Let's lighten up. Sucks or howdy?
Well, I'm not going to pin a medal on you, Because Sola says we shouldn't waste the materials. But you did good, big guy. We're a team. And it's good to know you're still with us.
I knew something was wrong the moment that thing started talking to me when Stanild wasn't around. It was very focused on you.
Me?
So much so that it said the only way the plan would succeed was if you talked to it. It reeked of trap. I didn't survive a decade around Tarzan Norians without picking up when someone's holding a knife behind their smile.
But you still took me down there.
Sorry. An educated risk. I felt there was nothing it could do and wanted the whole band to hear it talk. I don't think it understood we have the scry.
And Stanild wouldn't use one, of course.
The Talon was his deepest secret. Whom would he tell?
Can you tell me more about Stanild's plans for once he went through the Grand Gate?
He was counting on Isla. She was exceptional at protective fields. But even then, no. I don't think he had a real plan. The Talon had convinced him he'd be able to survive, and fool that he was, he trusted it. We can't afford that mistake. But I have a theory. You know how the weather sometimes skews wildly hot and cold?
Right. The aeroliths.
What else do we see on similar cycles?
It's going, Suxer. Howdy, Pork Bob.
Miasma.
Miasma!
Exactly. So, it follows.
You think the aeroliths are able to affect raw magic somehow?
I do. And in Stanild's private records and designs. I found notes specifically on aeroliths with Norian commentary.
Good old-fashioned aerolith.
You think the Norians were involved in their creation?
It would certainly explain why Tarza had such access to aeroliths before the Surge. If I'm right, this might be the key to making the source survivable.
Fewer tangles means less dead me. Absolutely. Where do we start?
You'll need to head to the Watersmith area of the Institute, and I'll guide you from there.
Isla. Bryn, I examined the wreckage at the Grand Gate after everything that transpired there.
Found something useful?
A kinetic strand, in fact. The Ark must have torn it from the Herald's pattern in the chaos of the battle.
Think we could weave it into my mantle?
I don't see why not. Its pattern appears to be quite similar to those found on wild creatures and Archons.
All right. We need every advantage.
Then let's get to work. And we're finished. This will be quite the powerful addition to your mantle.
Did it,
How
Paul?
so?
This strand can twist kinetic magic into a tunnel. In battle, you could push debris or enemies through it and send them flying through the air quite forcefully.
Could I jump through it?
I suppose you could.
Hey, there's a lot of tall buildings, flying creatures. This is going to be great.
What? We can use this to boost ourselves in the air like a cannon?
Just try to be careful.
She's like, yeah, let's go flying. All right, well, interesting. Skydancer toys. Everybody's got Dig 'em quest. What the heck?
So, about all that stuff I had you bring me. Turns out I don't need it as much as I thought I did when I was sleep deprived and strung out.
Funny how much clarity comes from a nap.
Yeah. Anyway, I've put all those materials back in your chest. Along with a few other things Aurea and the band found cluttering the caravan.
Wow.
Oh, sweet.
Thanks, Kaz.
Don't mention it. Use it for whatever you want. Gear, weapons, fixing up the camp.
We've got max level though.
I hate to do this when we're already dealing with something like 7 distinct major crises each day. I've got 2 pieces of bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?
First one. Absolutely.
Excellent choice. We have a stove problem. We use specially enchanted coals to maximize burn time and minimize weight, and we're dead out of them. And second, the stove itself is dented. Rather badly.
What? How did that happen?
I don't know. I don't do stove maintenance. I'm the logistics girl. Maybe Sev sat on it.
Why would he be sitting on the
He
stove?
still got bum fur, so if he did, it wasn't on.
What?
Regardless, this is a Dom and Sola fix. One problem each.
I'm not sure they're in the best place right now.
That's why I'm asking you. They both love you, and can be grown-ups for the good of the group. Oria's already sick of salad.
I'm sorry.
For what?
You saw through the eye from the start, and I doubted you when I shouldn't have.
I have experience dealing with slimy, over-promising leaders, so foresight was on my side there.
I'm serious. I didn't realize he was capable of this.
No one could have predicted he would be manipulated so thoroughly. That level of incompetence is hard to foresee.
The Eye is the highest position of leadership within the Enclave. The most progressive place in the Maida.
One we've been told stories of our entire lives. It's become mythic.
The more time we spend here, the more I realize that those were practically fairy tales. I allowed myself to be blinded by his title. I need to be sharper next time. Hey, mind if we talk somewhere private?
Lead the way.
I won't be returning to expeditions. I've known for a while now, but I couldn't bring myself to admit it. My days as Point are over.
I thought you were recovering from your injury.
Not as well as I should be. That I got injured at all was a sign that I'm not as fast as I used to be.
Time to retire.
I should count myself lucky. Not many Points get a career this long, but I'm not ready for this to end. Especially here, of all places. What kind of legacy is it to reach the Enclave only to sit by the fire?
But you've had an incredible career. And it isn't ending just because you can't go on expeditions.
I know, but it's not the same. And some part of me was hoping to end on a big score. I thought if I found out who my father was, if he turned out to be some great weaver like my mother, it's silly.
Tell me.
I thought I could solidify my legacy in history. Make sense of what my own contributions have been, if anything at all.
You're an incredible weaver in your own right. You don't need impressive parents to prove that. And if you had to pick your last act as Point, isn't finding your way into the Enclave the biggest score of all? You're everything I want to be.
That's very kind.
Oh, dang.
Maybe in time, I'll make peace with what my career has been. But for now, it's too raw.
Is there anything I can do?
Unless you can give me a few years back. This is grief I'll need to sit with for a while.
Sorry, we can't do that.
I understand. I wish there was something I could do to help Oria see herself the way I see her. Lane knows a thing or two about recording legacies.
That's when I thought we were getting close to the end. It's like, hey, here's 5 more side quests. Are you kidding me right now? It gave me that quest last night. It's like, hey, this is going to take a while, but it literally took like 10 minutes to do. I thought we were at the end. I guess we could
Lane,
skip these, but I really
I
don't.
was wondering if you could help me with something.
What is it?
Well, it turns out Oria's search for her
Maybe they're
father
not very
wasn't
long.
just about finding her family.
Crusades into one's lineage rarely are. Let me guess, she didn't find the missing piece of herself that she hoped she would, and now she's having an existential crisis.
Yeah, that kind of sums it up.
It happens. So, what has all this really been about?
She knows she needs to retire, and she's struggling with what her legacy has been.
Ah, strange how the most accomplished people never seem to recognize their own success.
Yeah. I was hoping you could help with that. After all, isn't chronicling a legacy your specialty?
We could certainly commemorate her career with a written account. A lovely idea. I would suggest we personalize it with anecdotes from each of our traveling companions, as they've been in Oria's band longer than you or I. Would you interview them for me? Legacies may be my specialty, but you might have the leg up when it comes to connecting with others.
Sure. I can do that.
We just gotta
Any
just talk to
tips
them.
on what to ask them?
Ask whatever you like. Maybe you want a few humorous stories in the mix? Or some readers prefer heartfelt. Why don't I start by interviewing you?
Me?
Of course. We'll need your input. What has Oria meant to you?
We can get two options. We can highlight her expertise or share our feelings. I think we'll go expertise.
Before Oria, I didn't really have much of a mentor when it came to weaving. Sure, I picked up things from my old band, but she takes passing on knowledge so seriously. And her love of our culture comes through in how she teaches.
Great. I'll transcribe that and start her biography. Take notes when you speak to the others and come back to me.
All right, all right. Okay.
Optimal bounce vectors?
I didn't see any bounce vectors on the burb, but you know, I didn't lift up any feathers.
Ah, good. We're all here.
Yes, we're here to talk about the stove.
Oh, this is a different quest. Whoops.
Anyway, stove's not working. Campfire sucks by comparison. How are we fixing this?
Yes, please, let's talk about the stove.
How did we run out of coal anyway? I spent 2 days in Varentia working on that last batch.
Sure. But then we ended up in the Enclave. So now we need to find more. Also in the Enclave.
I don't easily have the materials to process another batch. But the temple might have some. I hate to admit it, but that was the one really useful thing I took out of my time with the Church of the Hallowed Pyre. They know their fuels.
Great. Temple. But what good's coal without a proper place to burn it for cooking? Sola?
If we're able to find coal like before, then it'll just be a case of reforming and reinforcing the old stove. I will need a few materials. I'll draft up a list for Bryn.
Good. Excellent. We're moments away from hot food. Go team.
So I'll...
Go team.
Go team! Get our cheerleading on. What's up, Wacky Moose? Thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. I think you were playing some League of Legends, if I remember correctly. Oops, I almost typed Wacky Moose 24. Oh wait, what the heck's Radical Relocation? Welcome on, everybody. We're playing Eternal Strands. We're nearing the end of it. We're doing heading up some side quests.
Ripe with inspiration, Lane?
Hope you're all having a good Tuesday. These actually look like they might be fairly short.
You know,
crafting ones.
A lot of points struggle with transitioning into a Watcher's role full time. And there's never been a point more passionate than Oria.
I know. I hope this eases her pain.
See, Suxer came in with a raid. Oh, he played a bunch of games. All right, all right. Well, hope he had a good one.
I'm sure it will.
All sorts of shenanigans, huh?
Now, what can I do to help?
Couldn't find one that you liked, or you just checking them out? All right. Let's ask him if he has any funny stories about Oria.
We'll definitely highlight Oria's accomplishments, but I'm wondering if you've got any lighter stories to share.
Oh, there was this one time I had to borrow a pair of her trousers after an experiment went awry.
What? Her trousers?
Well, borrowed without asking first.
So you stole her trousers? And they fit you?
It was wash day, and I was trying to accelerate the drying process with a little magical heat. when all my clothes went up in flames. No one else in the camp would let me touch theirs. So I borrowed a pair from Oria while she was out on an expedition, hoping to find a solution before she returned. Alas, I did not. When she came back, she simply cocked a brow and said they looked better on me than her. I still have those trousers. They're comfortable, so I wear them on wash day for a laugh. And if I have to belt them above my ribs, so be it.
My goodness.
Thanks for sharing, Dom.
Add H, okay. Need you to translate that one for me. So that's just a mistype. Is that how you wear your bird pants, Xanadu? I'll wear them up to my tates. Enchanted hollow pyre coal, and then it looks like we just need to use. Yeah, we can just. Yeah, okay. We just got to go get that item. Come back. You just pull them over your head, cut out little eye holes in the crotch.
Bren, I love what you're doing for Oria. How can I help?
I want to ask how he's evolved.
You've been in the Weaver Band the longest. How do you think Oria has changed throughout her career?
To be a point for as long as Oria has is extremely rare. The knowledge she's acquired at a time when Weavers have lost so much is invaluable. She's always been passionate about recovering what was lost since the Surge. Though, I think feeling alone in that ambition has taken a toll on her over the years.
In what way?
Not all Weavers are in this for our collective culture the way Arya is. Many of them only seek personal glory. When Casman didn't work out as her replacement point, she became worried she might never find someone that shared her vision for this band. It meant a lot when she finally found you.
Wow. Thank you, Sola.
Happy to help.
I haven't known Oria for as long as the others, but she's done a lot for me. I'd like to help with your project if I can.
Of course, Sev.
What do you want to know?
Let's see. Let's ask what she has done for you.
You said Oria has done a lot for you. Tell me more about that.
After everything that's happened, everything I've done, she's just accepted me as part of the band. Until now, my position in life has always felt precarious. To just be accepted, no questions asked by someone like her. It means everything. She's given me a home. All of you have.
You'll always have one with us.
For the first time in my life, I actually believe that.
Thanks, Sev.
Glad to be of service.
Short to the point. What's Casman got to say?
Your idea to commemorate Oria's career with Lane is lovely. How can I help?
I feel as though my chest has gotten larger.
Well, we don't need to talk about that, okay? Oh, she did say to meet her in a tent at some point, didn't she? I wonder if that's an option if we go to the tent now. What's up, inner God? Howdy, howdy. She has legendary heroics. Let's ask how she's affected Casman.
If you were to summarize Oria's influence on your life,
I don't know. That game doesn't really.
What would that be?
Don't really look that good to me. Some people seem to like those games. Ain't really my thing.
Oria saved me from serious burnout with the Udean relief efforts. Not to mention saving me from myself a second time here in the Enclave. I don't know if I'd still be here without her. Or any of you, for that matter. The longer I worked the relief ships, the worse the fatigue hit me. And I think that had become my entire identity. Barely a few minutes into meeting me, Arya asked if I ever thought of becoming a weaver. I thought she was mad. But I guess she had observed me giving orders and organizing shipments on the docks all morning. By the end of our conversation, I had a new purpose and a home in our band.
That's perfect. Thank you for sharing.
My pleasure.
The only news I ever see about Kingdom Come Deliverance is one of their head guys is always talking political, and then gripes when people say that their game has political stuff in it. That's the only thing I ever know about that game. I've seen a few streams about it, but he plays some CS:GO 2, League of Legends. What was it, RR? Or Radical Relocate? You played all sorts of crap then. I remember the other day they were claiming that they had like the longest, they had the most amount of dialogue in a game, and immediately people just like
Hard
quipped
to imagine the arc that brought us
millions
through
of
the
games
veil
that had
was the
more.
key to securing the source.
All right. Yeah, some people seem to like them. I don't really know if I'll ever get one. The first game didn't seem that great to me, but I'm assuming if we just sleep, it's gonna sleep. Oh wait, what's this? What the F? Is it Playful Times? Okay. Okay, moving simulator. So you can't drop an item, huh? That's interesting. Lock the lane. Nothing. Oh, noting some framed drawings on display in our points tent. I was moved to ask about them. Shared with me the story of a brave little girl, their hometown who struggled. For to focus on happier memories, though, of how the girl would listen enraptured of stories of Bryn's adventures. Step. Two of them will sit in the firelight, spinning tales of a warrior princess who spent her days battling colossi, tall enough to blot out the sun. And of course, how our young hero would draw Bryn pictures, self-same ones spotted on display. Oh, she brought those. He brought these from her home. In recognition of her inarguable success in protecting our point, brief discussion with the rest of the Weavers present, we decided to record her as an honorary member of our band. For your inspiring bravery, we thank you, Dorothy of Calnhaven, our warrior princess, and the best of us all. Chronicles of Aurea Silverbeak. Our long-standing quartermaster, Casman Thane, said that Aurea noticed her whipping up a crew into shape at the docks of Casman had no prior weaving experience. Her no-nonsense demeanor, ability to prepare a ship's departure, stood out to Aurea, easily be applied to an organizing caravan. Casman herself admitted that though she was skeptical of Aurea's offer at first, it was admittedly well-timed. Casman was on the verge of burning out in service of being in service of Aurea's Weaver Band, brought fulfillment without the cost of compassion, fatigue, and without exposure to the grift and corruption. Dom Kanuri, the Enchanter, and Aurea's Weaver Band, hopes that Aurea will be remembered in history, not just for heroics, but for her oft-hidden sense of humor. He recalls a laundry day gone awry. In the hopes of accelerating the drying process, he used heat magic and said, okay, so this is just going over what we just all learned, huh? Stories they just told her. Skim this here. Basically the stuff we just went through. It's very long too. The testimonies of her band speak volumes of her influence and careers. Perhaps Oria's most significant contribution to Weaver culture has been re-entering her birthplace, the Enclave. Steadfast guidance through a storm of deadly tangles to reach the Veil. Through the Enclave's wild outskirts, its abandoned capital city, and even though its now fractured political sphere, will surely be considered the first steps to its post-surge renaissance decades to come.
Ugh, my hand is cramped. But the account of Oria's career is finished.
Great. I'll gather everyone if you're ready to present it.
I'll need to ice my quill hand. But, of course.
Let's hope she likes this.
She will.
Another meeting around the scry.
What's going on?
We wanted to present the latest addition to Lane's archive to you. We all contributed, though credit goes to Lane for compiling and writing it.
I've titled it A True and Personal Account of Oria Silverbeak Harpinet.
What is going on?
We wanted to do something special to commemorate your time as Point.
You didn't have to do all this.
We did. You've done more for each of us time and time again.
No one is more deserving of a place in Weaver history than you, Oria.
So we took it upon ourselves to write you one.
As a thank you for everything.
I don't know what to say.
Lane, why don't you read just the opening?
Oria Silverbeak, as she came to be known, was born to Sharian Harpinet and Eugenius Osphine inside the Enclave just before the Surge.
Osphine?
Though she never knew her father, her mother hoped Oria would follow in her footsteps as a skilled enchantress within the Maida. But Oria decided to become a Point, blazing her own trail. Something she would continue to do throughout her career, bigger and bolder each time. We'll let you read the rest on your own.
We hope this account will help you see yourself and your accomplishments the way we see you.
I'm at a loss. All I can say right now is thank you.
Blaze of glory. Opened up something.
Bryn, I was so moved by what you did for Oria. It's clear she means a lot to all of you.
Thank you. She does.
But her father, Eugenius Osphine, I know who he is.
You do?
Yes. And I want you to make an offering for his grave. I can give you a key swatch to reach it.
Wait, you know where it is?
I do. And I'm sure Oria would love to watch you visit on the scry.
Okay, but shouldn't we tell her?
Trust me, this is something you should show her directly. Come back when you've got the offering and I'll give you the key swatch.
See off. The design we have to craft. There's like 3 of those in it. This feather, how do we get? Oh.
One of Oria's feathers would be beautiful as part of the offering for her father's grave.
Now, this right here. What did it need? Winterscape Stipe and 1 purified Serenite. Wait, what's it called? Winter's Cap Stipe. What did I call it? Windscap or something like that? Winter's Cap. Oh, I think this is a little. Oh, I think I may have got rid of all these. I don't have any. Actually, I got rid of them all. Maybe 20 of them. Just remember, if you're using the trade supplies in this game, do not spam the items, because the game saves every time you purchase or sell one, it seems like. And it will make the game found last night. Like that.
An offering for you, Junius. Time to talk to Arik. I've made an offering for Eugenius's grave.
Great. Here's the key swatch to his farm. That's where he was buried. I'll join Aurea at the scry when you arrive.
Are you sure you don't want to be the one to place the offering? This was your idea, after all.
It will be more meaningful for her if it's you. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for this.
Key swatch acquired. Oh man, this area is clear. We actually might be able to pull this one off now and then do that in it. This area was frozen last time and everything was freaking being butt. Because the whole area was... yeah, maybe let's try that one again. We have to make a mad dash, apparently, because we have a time limit. I wish it would show me the timer. I'm just assuming we don't need to attack anything or stop to attack anything. We'll switch to our sword and shield too. But I guess we could kill some guys on the way here. Oh, whoops, that was actually wrong. Yeah, that was the wrong thing. How do I get rid of it? Why is that guy not taking any damage? Spitters. Oh, I guess a max stamina gear might not be bad here, honestly. We could run longer. Is the pickup in literally the same place?
Here goes.
Good.
Right.
Now move. We'll be ready.
Are you kidding me? Big guy's like, all right. He's right there. Oh my god, we have to run past him. I'm gonna hoop it. Alright, at least we didn't get yeeted by the Egum ice ball right at the beginning there. Well, I guess I think we did get hit once. No one didn't, did we? Now we just gotta watch out because there's the Drake in the next one. He has miasma. I need to make sure that I go the right way this time. straight. Oh yeah, he's freaking right there. Oh Jesus! No! 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 Get up there! Oh my God, dude! Heal! 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 I'm hitting. Oh, I have the wrong thing equipped. I was like, why is it healing? Casting some freaking potion. All right, where the F I need to go here? I think this will take us there. Take us back.
She's got. Did we?
Yeah. Get it. Thought I heard. You thought you heard Suxer? Yeah, he was doing some ASMR earlier.
Yes. Oh, we're good. Excellent work, everyone.
Now you're in here. We're playing some Eternal Strands. Not fudgy.
We'll get this over to Solar, Bryn. She'll be ready for you whenever.
Welcome in. Alright, so we got it. A little easier that time without those freaking stupid weather effects. That frost one was messing me up. Messes me up every time I do them. Yeah. Alright, we need 3 hard leathers. Think. Yeah. All right, scry maintenance complete. I'm a fudgy, huh? I've seen you a few times in Suxer's stream. Wait, who do we talk to? Soul with that. Soul. Oh, hey, we got to go all the way back to the thing. Kill him. This is like the side quest of like these are like fetch quests. Go collect these items and come back to me immediately. A little bit.
You are hardly in any position to make lofty demands. The council convened and unanimously stripped you of your role. You no longer hold the privileges of the Eye.
And how quickly did you convene that council? You hardly waited for my daughter's body to cool.
She is dead because of you. Because of your reckless behavior and deception, no less.
Haroon, how dare you? Every decision I've made, every action I've taken has been for her protection.
Abandoning her at the Grand Gate was for her protection. We all saw you on the scry.
Yeah, he freaking pieced out.
And that is Khan Arteme to you, Kenrick.
Is this a bad time?
Yeah, what an awkward time.
Yes,
Come in.
as a matter of fact.
No. You're more than welcome at Cassidon's Hold. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
I came to offer my condolences. To both of you.
Oh. Thank you.
It's reminiscent of bravery.
In the end, she was braver than any of us could have imagined. She took a stand and did what she believed was right. I owe her my life.
She was
I think we could have killed that guy without her,
exceptional.
but I'm gonna tell them that.
It's hard to imagine the Enclave will ever recover from this loss.
Then why are you so opposed to giving her the funeral she deserves?
With the Surgeborn swarming Denevron, we can't risk a trip to the Hallowpire Rise.
For generations, every Stanild has received the rite of ashes upon death. Isla will not be the exception to this.
Could I perform the rite on your behalf?
You? Don't tell me you're a Hallowpire priestess on top of being a righteous pain in my ass.
Skies, do you want a funeral or not? She's our best option.
Isla saved my life. I want to help you honor her death.
I suppose you do owe her that. Fine. For the rite of ashes, you need to burn an object that was sacred to the deceased upon the high pyre. As you collect the ashes, you must read a rite aloud to thank the flames for bringing the deceased to rest.
Yeah.
Do you have an object that was sacred to Isla?
Isla's most prized possessions aren't in Cassidon's hold. She had a secret refuge in Dredger's Mire.
Of course, somewhere else.
You're sure to find something. She was always sneaking away at night to work there.
You knew she was sneaking out of Cassidon's hold.
I knew my daughter better than she realized. Return to me with the ashes.
Thank you, Bryn.
Ridiculous! The Stanilds have been receiving the rite of ashes at the Hallowpyre Rise for generations. That Hiram doesn't want to send a mourning party is an insult to her
That's not fair. You know Khan Arteme would love to give Isla.
Don't say her name.
All I'm saying is the Axel lost someone too. You don't need to make this harder on her.
And who, pray tell, is working to ease my pain? The answer is in the silence. No one.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Let me guess. You've come to ask me to apologize to your naive lawkeeper.
No.
No? Isn't that what self-proclaimed heroes do? Demand justice for your friends?
I would never ask Lane to waste their energy on a conversation with you again.
Oh, burn.
Do I think how you spoke to them was a disgusting, brutish display? Absolutely. But justice doesn't come with an apology from you, does it?
They attacked my legacy. I merely put them in their place.
Exactly. Without remorse, an apology would just be posturing. No. Justice is served in the way Lane still chooses kindness every day, despite people like you trying to tear them down.
Their research tore me.
Justice is served in the way Lane gets to continue living as their wonderful, talented self. Whereas you have to keep living as yourself. As someone who is clearly in so much pain over his own existence, he needs to make other people feel small, so he can look big.
I am far too exhausted to beleaguer this issue.
So we agree.
That means she won.
There is no need for you to ever speak to or about Lane again.
I suppose we agree on that.
You're going to speak to the Talon?
I don't expect to get much out of it, but yes.
Be careful. Clearly the Talon was able to manipulate Kenrick. And while I know you're not the idiot he is, speaking to that thing is risky.
I just have to find out what I can. If the Talon has any insight that can help us.
It's a risk worth taking, I know. Just don't reveal anything in the process.
That was what was going on. Oh. Talk to her actually first. Talk and talk.
Hey, I can't imagine how you must be feeling.
I am broken. Everyone wants a piece of me. Regardless.
Because you're in charge?
For now. Someone had to be. I don't know how I'm supposed to carry on like this. Without her, my support is gone. My foundations crumbled to dust. She wouldn't want me to cry. So I won't.
You can if you need to. I know our Weaver Band is still fairly new here, but you've got our support. All of us.
The funeral will honor her memory. Even if it's not what he wants. She would understand that it's enough. One day at a time, Bryn. That's all we can promise to ourselves.
Yes.
Before you ask,
The answer is maybe.
About the scries? You know?
Of course I know. In this role, I can't afford to be oblivious to one of my colleagues sneaking about. And while well-meaning, Arakim is about as stealthy as a glass tail on rice paper. Which brings me to my question. The answer will tip me from maybe to yes or no. Why are you here and not him?
Khan Arteme, you know Kenrick's temper as well as anyone. How many times did Arakim get punished for daring to step out of line? He has incredible intentions, and will do anything to help your people. But you need to build his trust and confidence.
Let me come again to the point. Why you, and not Arakim?
Honestly, I don't think he knows how to ask.
It's as simple as him asking me. I am not Stanild.
No, but you have to prove that to Eric as much as he has to prove himself to you. That was the lesson I learned from Oria. The best leaders are mentors and meet their people halfway. That's what Eric needs from you.
An interesting point. I suppose he did not receive much support. Well, ever. Very well. You have my approval. I shall be watching very closely to see how this proceeds. And fair winds. I hope you can find your answers. I just wish Isla were here to help.
You mentioned you were in charge. Does that mean you're the new Eye now?
So the council is larger than just the 3 main representatives. As you heard, we convened and unanimously agreed that Kenrick had overstayed his welcome in the role of the Eye. So he's been stripped of that, and by default, that means I'm in charge. Emergency authority.
Back up to the back, up to the back.
Am I the Eye? No. And nor do I particularly want to be right now. But when the time is right to hold elections, we'll do so. We need to break this cycle.
What cycle do you mean?
Council seats weren't permanent before the surge. That idea was Kenrick's, and it's clearly not worked out for us. So again, once we've solved this crisis, we'll chart a new path, assuming we survive. After all, we could all be dead this time next week.
See if we could talk to that here to get over.
I knew you'd be back. Dreadfully predictable.
And here I thought I surprised you. Or was your herald getting kicked back to the source part of the plan?
Don't steal credit. Your great icon pushed us back, not you. And I'm quite certain it didn't survive the battle. Judging by the way you charged straight to the Grand Gate upon hearing my plan, you favor misguided heroics. Let me guess. You're going to try for a rematch.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Let's not lie to each other. I like you.
Can't say the feeling's mutual.
Come now, I want to be confidants. Friends, even.
No thanks. Friends share secrets. They really...
The Hearthsiders believe you were born out of the Surge. Is that really where you come from?
I will keep some secrets to myself. For now.
I thought we were friends.
Not yet. But we will be. And when that day comes, I will share more with you.
What are the Surgeborn?
Fine. Let's be friends. Why don't you tell me what the Surgeborn are after so I can help you get it?
I told you, don't lie to me. But because my offer of friendship is genuine, I'll tell you. I'm after the same thing you're after. Magic. And the power that comes with it.
But Surgeborn already wield magic.
Not nearly enough of it. You know the lust for magical power is insatiable. Why else are you risking everything to tear strands of it from behemoths?
I'm not power hungry.
Don't lie. Especially when your actions betray your words with such ease.
Bill? How'd you get captured?
How did you end up down here anyway?
I let myself be captured.
Why?
It became apparent that I wasn't going to uncover the secrets behind the Enclave's power by raising its capital to the ground. Oh, I do miss the raising. Still, I needed intel that I could only get from the inside. So I allowed myself to be captured and waited until the leader of the Enclave came to visit me alone one day. Kenrick had influence and insecurities, making him the perfect target. He felt quite special that I only spoke to him. It helped that he assumed our herald couldn't pass through the Grand Gate when he staged his attack.
How did it get through? The resonance modulator should have filtered out Surgeborn.
You didn't have a sample of that particular Surgeborn.
Oh, yeah. Kendrick isn't trusting.
In my experience, Kenrick Stanold isn't exactly the trusting type. How did you convince him to open up to you?
I played the part of his distressed prisoner.
Please don't hurt me. I'll do anything you ask. I'll tell you anything you want to know. Just
let me live. He was all too willing to believe I was helpless. After all, that would mean he had power.
Okay, move on.
Kenrick Stanold is in rough shape after being your confidant.
I would never treat you like I treated him. You're different. Special. Trust me. In time, you'll consider us kindred spirits.
Doubt it.
See you soon.
Well, poopers. Okay. Fire. Toot. Pepperton. And we could do these two here. They're just, I think we just need to go first, the fire one. This is Oria's dad's farm.
What is this place?
Osvine Pastures. Your father's farm.
I thought you'd want to see it for yourself.
My father lived here.
More than lived. He gave his blood, sweat, and tears for the Enclave here. Eugenius Osphine may not have a statue in Denevron for excellence in weaving or kissing the eye's arse. But he kept the surviving weavers afloat during the aftermath of the Surge.
I had no idea.
Some lore markers. We have like infinite stamina.
After the Surge, he only kept enough produce to take care of himself and his workers. The rest went to weavers across the Enclave, and his generosity led to many helping him in return.
I can't believe he did so much for the Enclave.
He was a true leader, if not in the most traditional way. A community of workers formed around him, including ex-points, who would transport his food across the Enclave in these caravans. Many of whom went on to form the Scouts as an organization that still exists within Cassidan's Hold today.
So that's how you know all this.
Okay.
Before the Arcs began malfunctioning, they were integral to farming across the Enclave. Many farmers refused to stop using them because of their efficiency, even at the risk of their farmhands being attacked. But your father scrapped his Arcs as soon as he got wind of the first malfunction to keep his workers safe.
That can't have been an easy decision.
But he made it anyway.
Everyone thought he was mad at the time, but in a few months when the attacks became widespread, his forethought was recognized.
Can't smash things here. Is there the one?
After the Surge, aftershocks destroyed many farms, including this one. Tangles spread across the land, crops began to die. While other farmers abandoned their livelihood, Eugenius never did. He had to rebuild many times, but he weathered every storm.
Wow. My mother told me he was driven.
Of all his workers, Eugenius was said to be the first one in the field each morning and the last to leave at night.
He sounds a lot like you, Aurea.
Yep.
This looks like a wooden carving of your mother, Aurea.
Please, bring it back for me.
Of course. This must be your father's grave, Aurea. I'll place an offering here. It certainly won't be lonely. Are all these offerings for Eugenius, Eric? Some of the flowers are fresh.
The Scouts continue to take care of his grave to this day, to honor all the sacrifices he made for the Enclave.
He must have been an incredible man.
This is so much more than I ever could have expected. Thank you for showing me, Eric. Truly. And Bryn, when you come back to camp, there's something I need to do.
Not ready to throw a rave? Sold. This is Trophy. Can I pet that crow? Is that for petting it so many times? Because I feel like every time I run past one, I pet it. Coming. No climbing allowed. I was actually good with this one first because then we back here.
The last conversation I had with the Spindle was about Ira's plague. I went to Cassidy's Hold to visit her.
Really? Well, my understanding was that she didn't experience it herself.
No, but she understood being stigmatized by it. Even though Ira's plague affects many races, most believe it only affects Kashar. I haven't known many others like me throughout my life. Not intimately, at least. It was nice to speak with someone who understood that part of me.
I'm glad you got that chance.
Agreed. We never know how much time we'll have with someone.
Let's make every second of ours count, then.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
All right, everyone. It's no secret that my role in our band is changing. What each of you has done to help me find peace in that is more than anyone deserves. And the time has come for me to say that serving each of you as point has been just... Being your point has been the privilege of my life. I've loved every minute of it. But in every ending, there's a new beginning. She's been doing the job since we got here, and the time has come for us to congratulate Bryn on formally becoming your point.
Well deserved.
She's been exceptional. We're in great hands.
Bryn, care to say a few words?
Share feelings.
I wanted this role for so long that, truthfully, the band I got it for didn't matter to me. But you've all taught me that this role means nothing without good people to serve.
It's crazy to think I ever doubted you. But you were made for this. I'd follow you anywhere.
I couldn't ask for someone better to pass the torch to.
Thank you, Aurea. That means everything.
You earned it. And I should have done it a while ago. It was just hard to let go.
Cultivating greatness.
You sure you don't have any concerns about my past with the Norians?
You're good, Sev. Better than good. One of us.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, brother. Trophy time.
What my father did for the Enclave is... Well, it's more than I could hope to achieve. It's funny. My mother never lied about who he was, but she did leave a lot out.
Sounds like he was the hero she described, if not in the way you expected. But from where I'm standing, he seems more deserving of a statue than most.
Yes. You know I never looked down on my father for being a farmer, right? My reaction to finding out his identity for the first time wasn't about his job or him not being who I wanted or expected him to be. It was about me, not being who I thought I wanted to be. But perhaps my way of measuring success has been far too narrow all these years, and I can't help but wonder if my mother's was too. If that might be why she never told me who he was.
Maybe that was a part of it.
It wasn't like she put pressure on me, but there were always unspoken expectations. I needed to perform, and I'm grateful to her for that. I wouldn't have the career I've had if it weren't for her. She was a great mentor, but perhaps there's a cycle to break when it comes to how my family has defined its legacy.
I think that's beautiful.
You do?
Of course. I told you I look up to you. I can't wait to learn as much from this phase of your career as I have from all the others.
Me too.
Me too. Want to. We have. Well, just the eye. The Isla's dad. Everybody likes to let him know.
What did we learn about the scries, fellas?
Nothing good, unfortunately.
You know how all enchanted things use woven patterns to achieve
stink
their
eye.
effects, yes? Well, the scries used here for decades were warped. There's no other way to describe them.
Some sort of corruption or decay?
Not exactly. More like elements had fused or connected in different ways than were intended by the enchanter.
I take it that's not normal.
Darm's never seen it. And I asked the High Enchanter, and he had never heard of it either.
Even more worrying is that the Mirian's bloom also behaved strangely while we were trying to distill it.
There's been a lot of chat options that I can pick, like snarky. I can boast a few times in some of the things, but I haven't selected any. That's just usually not how I play. I'm sure there's some people that will play that way.
Normally there is a very rote set of steps, but it took Lane and I several tries to find the proper alchemic ratios to make it useful.
And then we have the Spitfires, acting more aggressive than normal, nesting in odd places.
Yeah, those things are annoying. Yeah,
Putting
that's
it all
me.
together, we're seeing a worrying pattern of unexplained changes.
Ones that would be hard to notice if a certain band hadn't broken through the veil. We can confirm these changes aren't happening outside the Enclave.
Huh. What do we do about it then?
Darm and I have been talking about it and have some ideas. Give us a little bit of time to see if we can come up with a plan.
I'll leave you to it.
Darm and I have been running down the mystery of our
didn't take
alchemically
very
odd
long.
plants and degraded scries. We've got a working hypothesis, but we're going to need to lean on you again to prove it.
Of course.
What's led you to the hypothesis?
Darm's been digging into the scry and noticed some tiny changes in yours that he's not seen before. Lane used a few leftover petals from the Mirian's bloom to run more tests. You really have an incredibly talented team here.
You're right on top of this.
I have been taking notes from my favorite point. She has this habit where she just drags things forward by force of will.
Got a fan club over here.
I do, don't I? There's just so much to do. Why ask permission when the next step is right there?
Right, find out what he needs.
As long as I don't have to do any more cross-swamp runs, count me in.
Worse, I'm afraid.
Oh, goodness.
We think the source of the problem might be the miasma. Darm's theory is that it's slowly affecting the patterns inside the Enclave.
Our enchantments.
Everything. We've never been able to perceive or harvest them, but there's a school of thought that everything alive has a pattern in it. And if that pattern allows us to interact with and control magic, the theory goes that magic might be able to affect us in turn.
You think we're in danger?
Obviously, tangles are inherently dangerous, but that's the question we want to answer. Could they affect the creatures here in more subtle ways? Could too much magic explain the Spitfire's behavior? If so, we have to worry there might be long-term effects on all of us.
Spirits. How do we prove it?
You've been collecting resonance for all your time in here, as have our enchanters. That data gives us a baseline. What he needs, then, is a comparison resonance harvested during a miasma from any of the natural beasts. Arcs won't help, alas.
Right. I'll tackle it as soon as I can.
Fabulous. Only we could have done that earlier. In one of the miasma ones.
I've been running more tests on the bloom you recovered.
You didn't need it all for Darm's tools?
No, thankfully. We had a number of false starts with the alchemical processes, but we had enough petals even then. It does speak to the issue, though. I tried every control I could think of, and can only conclude that the bloom itself is
off? Could it just have been that one flower?
Perhaps. Either way, it warrants further study. But Arakim's offered to help us collect more, so it won't impact you.
Alright. Alright. Treasure's Mire. Find area. Harvests. Well, it's under. Can't be an arc. I say it would be the hardest two areas ahead. Fire right. This one. Daggum shenanigans. I don't know what it means by that. Harvest something from something. Do we have to like knock them into it and kill them or something? By that. Go around. I don't go around that area, but I guess not. Maybe we'll just run through this though. Alright, you guys. We have all maxed out gear right now. You son of a biscuit. Except the stamina gear, which actually seemed might have been pretty useful at this point. You fart knocker, go away.
This place never fails to impress. Just imagine it before the veil went up. Wouldn't have had to scavenge for alchemically treated coal at any rate.
Hey, you stop doing what... Dude! Oh, those guys climb? What the fuck? You son... I'm gonna combat. Okay. More. That's a quest item, so I don't think we actually. Well, if we go back, it might switch our Yasma areas. We just run and gun it.
One never quite forgets that smell.
She said.
Temple coal taking you back?
Unfortunately, yes. It conjures up images of stern keepers, hot stuffy vestibules, and ranted invective posing as sermons on the evils of magic. It was everywhere in Renland. The church has the nation in a stranglehold, and so I left. At considerable speed. I don't think I really stopped running at all until... well...
Until you met the love of your life.
Yes. I thought so. I still hope so.
Oh, is this gonna be the part where they make up and
It's
get all
been a
mushy?
strain on you both.
I'm sure everyone has noticed.
Need an ear?
Maybe. It's clear she yearns to just stay here in the Enclave, even if we brought down the veil. But I find comfort in the road. It has few preachers and no community dedicated to strangling out individuality.
Worried if you stop moving that it will catch up with you?
I suppose I am still running, in a way.
Does she know that?
It's not something I want to burden her with.
She's strong, in a lot of ways. Something to think about.
Right. Yes, I shall. It certainly is disturbing to think an enchantment can warp.
Any sign of our scry reacting, like the Hearthsider ones?
None, but it might be a matter of time. Who knows what a year or a decade might bring? We'll have to watch closely.
So... something after all. Doesn't really matter as long as it's those. Just need 3. Stove.
It's significantly easier to do a repair than working up a new suit of armor from scratch. I'm going to go soft.
We could use some really intricate chandeliers to brighten up the place.
Chandeliers?
Casman would be happy. Though, I strongly suspect this entire thing is an elaborate ruse to get Dom and I talking.
Oh.
It's not like her to run out of things, it's true. Is it working, do you think?
I don't know. The intentions are good, but I'm hurting.
I think you both are.
Yes, but I'm the one who's been following his dream of wandering the Maida for years. And the moment I say, hey, maybe we could do something else, he shuts down.
You're right. That doesn't seem fair.
It isn't.
He didn't have a great reaction to what you said. It's true. But at the same time, he was rather caught off guard.
Yeah, saying it can't be all his fault.
Well,
yeah.
Perhaps it was a little abrupt.
Maybe he deserves a chance to have a second reaction.
You're as bad as Casman. Speaking of, we should see her and present the fruits of our labors.
Right, all right, all right.
I had a chance to run a test, and I would say our stove is cooking better than ever. Keeps the heat well, burns clean. A job well done.
Dom's always been very good at treating that kind of coal. Must be the Wren in him.
Hardly. No, I simply find my inspiration in...
I think...
Shh. Oh. Sola, I have an idea.
Oh?
Tarmakind uses exceptionally precise temperatures to work the metal, yes? Sometimes exceptionally high?
I mean, yes, but...
I finished Xavier's journals. He was quite thorough and talked extensively about working with the Halopire priests.
Nothing quite helps me commune with the flames like someone slamming a hammer into metal.
You'd be surprised. But I imagine Dom means the shrine underground. I saw it mentioned too.
Precisely. And perhaps we could lean on our intrepid point to investigate.
One side quest
Of
leads
course.
to another side
I'd be
quest.
happy to.
They must have kept records. Samples, perhaps.
I really appreciate this.
Alright, we need a miasma area. Maybe Archon's Hearth has miasma? It does. What were the areas we needed to go to. Emergence Gate and Peeling Maze. Okay. The Peeling Maze is not fun enough. Gate.
I'm with you, Bryn. Didn't expect the miasma to be so intense over the scry.
You get used to it. Just have to use a more gentle touch and feel the way it slides.
Still not sure what they mean by that, though.
Still not come through.
Oh, dang. I'm not sure like what we need to actually do here. Alright, let's see. What does the quest actually say? Harvest a fresh resonance from one of the natural creatures around the enclave. Miasma is present. Fresh resonance game. Sure, I guess. Not real sure what that means. Yeah, the Peeling Maze is all freaking frost area. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. I don't want to have to fight a bajillion guys to get through here. That's kind of why I want to just run through it, but it's being quite Tate's. Hang on, ooh, I like this guy. No, he's still. I'm taking damage for What are we looking for? I'm not in the right area. I am not in the right zone. Okay. I thought we were gonna peeling, or this went to peeling, but I guess not. How do we get there? To the left here? What are we looking for anyway? Operations. Yeah, it sucks in these areas. I can't just run by the enemies because they literally will kick my freaking face in. I don't stop to like kill some of them. And I still don't know what it means by extract something from miasma. I don't know what I'm talking about. Because we can't extract from like regular enemies, which is kind of weird. So it says it can't be an arc enemy. South. Might. quest even talk about? I don't understand the quest. What it's hinting at. It doesn't make any sense. Do we just need to kill an enemy in that, or like what does it mean? He goes on a really big tangent, but doesn't really actually kind of explain what it's supposed to. So it says basically so you just go to an area and kill some enemies. And then, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Oh crap! Oh crap! What are we looking for? God, this area sucks so much, man. Oh my God, so like 55 freaking guys. Dude, game's getting really laggy. These things. Real annoying. Look around, you gotta kill 9,000 Degum enemies. There's like 1,000 little Degum Spitfire things. What do these things drop? Wow. Okay, that's crazy. They drop 5-star material? Are you kidding me? Okay, it's pointing towards this way. Something. Oh.
Is that
okay?
Bottled magma?
I've got one. I can't believe it's still warm. You can feel the magic pulsing through.
Lagging like crazy?
I wonder if proximity to the coral has affected it in some way.
I'm gonna see what this quest is. Changes. I don't understand it. The way it's described. I don't see what we're supposed to do. I don't feel like running all night long trying to figure out what the F this thing is. Changes. Okay, well, no, that's not even bringing the quest up. Changes. What do we actually need? Long chain. Yes, it's the same one. Okay. Harvest strands from any creature out in the world. Simple. Actually. Yep. I don't understand. It just wait. What? Weathering this? What? So it's actually harvesting. It actually it is. I thought it said not harvesting a big guy. Okay, so anything but an arc. Okay. All right, hang on. Where are we at now? That's what I was. Okay, so we can do the Ash Peak Drake here. Okay, I can. That's what I couldn't understand. It's like, do we have to just go kill enemies until it like shows up? It was really confusing me. All right, well we can go back this way then. That's fine. All right, we got this easy. We need to go to the emergency gate and find the other one though. This one. There's actually the Drake right there. Maybe we get him. Maybe we get him right now. Yeah, suck it, nerd. Ah, you fart mucker. Just taking wind crap. My little companion guy. He's like, I got it.
Intriguing to me. The smiths and priests working side by side down here.
The preachers you deal with would launch an hour-long diatribe at the very thought, yeah?
Hour would just be the introduction.
Alright, almost got. We just need to get one wing down. We got to harvest. So we actually have to harvest it. Oh, okay, whoa. He knocked me in that miasma. Okay, that literally just killed me. Holy crap. Oh, I'm actually running into it. That's what okay, we're in a bad spot, I think. We need to move this area, maybe. We don't need to be right next to that miasma, like chilling. Okay, alright, well, wow, I've used freaking 3 heal pots in like 2 seconds here. I need to find some more. Wow, this guy's kicking my butt here. That miasma freaking about decimated me just now. Like, if that wing did freaking die, it won't take any damage. I feel like. Run. There's gotta be some heal pots up here. Oh god, there's daggum enemies up here though. Freaking A, man. Of course. I like that guy. Get that guy away from that BS. He won't leave that corner. Alright, I don't know actually what to do. Nah, I think we're stuck. Where'd he go? Oh. Wait, where did he go? Wait, where the crap did he go? Did he fly off? Okay, that's weird. No, he's freaking right there.
The emergence gate is one of several grand gates that facilitate and transform great archons. Apparently,
why is this taking so much longer to kill him? That wing. Okay, finally. Jesus Christ, I feel like that took forever. Usually it's only like 2 or 3 strikes. Are they getting stronger? Right. Oh my god, literally as soon as I healed, he hit me again. Shoot yourself there, buddy. Alright, just don't kill me. This happens. This is a sussy looking area. I have 0 heal pots. So. Oh crap, it's burning me right now too. Take off. That's all we need you to do. Just take off. Don't walk into the miasma, please. on. All right. Wait, is there another Drake skill down there? Are you kidding me right now? He's gonna walk in with me, ask me, and kill me. Take off. Fly. That's all we need you to do. Oh my god, what the F? Alright. Not gonna do it. Alright. Please fly in the air. Dude, it's not doing it. Took out one wing and its horns, and that's it. Should be good to go. Why is it not taking off? It's literally all we need to do is to fly. It's right on his back. Dude, he's not doing it. What the actual F? Did I mess this up? I did the same thing I've done like 15 times in this game already. Confused here. He's not flying off. And I'm dying like crazy sitting on his back waiting for him to fly off. Thanks for the follow. He won't fly off. But we have to be on his back when he flies off or else we're pooned. No! Dude, I knew he's gonna walk that miasma and take my health away. You son of a biscuit, man. Alright. Why is he not flying off? He's not doing the thing that he's done 1,000 times since we fought him. I need to find, like, a health pot. Oh my god. Are you freaking kidding me right now? What is going on? He won't fly off. I don't remember this area being this little amount of health pods. Like I remember fighting one of the other ones in this area. And they were everywhere. Oh crap! No, we don't need it frozen. Let me go ahead and grab that real quick while I'm up here. Apparently, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this guy because he's something. I don't know if it's broken or what's. I missed one little bitty tiny, maybe super mega tiny thing. I don't know why he's not flying off. That's literally all I need him to do is fly off.
Detailed smithing logs with Xavier's name on them. Lots of sketched out designs, mostly in the margins.
Doodles always help me think too.
All we need to do is absorb your essence in the miasma zone. Why are you being such an anus face? Where the heck are you now? We have one hope. Go. Where we can go. If he's flying around right now, I'm be angry. Tell me I waited around that long and he decided to do it when I wasn't looking. No, there he is, just walking around. Did I mess this one up? I don't think I did. That's what's confusing me right now. Yeah, you break a wing and knock his horns off. He's not flying up in the air though, he's just jumping. I'm kind of confused right now. I remember hitting the car before. Why are you climbing that? I'm trying to like run away. Alright. Yeah, I'm confused. Maybe did I hit something I wasn't supposed to? I'm kinda I don't understand what's going on. Fly away. Why are you not flying away? I guess we must have done something wrong. He's not doing it. I don't have all day to do this. Nor do I want to do all day to do it. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna go back. Apparently something's not working right, because he should have flown off already. Alright. Apparently he's busted, or I attacked something I wasn't supposed to. I don't know. I don't need anything from him. I just need his charge from him. That's literally it. Oh my god, and I forgot the emergency gate thing there. I thought that's what I got just now. God dang it, man. I was so worried about trying to kill that guy. I missed the whole freaking other thing there. It's irritating. What a dumb quest that was. I don't understand that. Even trying to look up a guide for it, it doesn't really explain it like very well either. The quest doesn't explain it very well either. It's very poorly described, like what you actually need to do. I thought I was there and did that already, but that's what I thought I did, but apparently I missed something.
Intriguing to think of weaver smiths and priests working side by side down here.
I mean, you guys already said this.
The preachers you grew up with.
Did I not grab the
would
thing?
launch an hour-long diatribe at the very thought, yeah?
An hour would just be the introduction.
I think that's all I'm going to find down here. Get your research hat ready, Lane. There's a lot.
I do not need a hat.
Lame. That was really lame. That whole section. Remember how to. That was not the easiest one to. It can't be an arc. Island Oxclaw. Like that. Damage one wing. And then to damage their legs. God dang it. I hate these stupid guys, man. They're always down here when you're trying to freaking fight a boss or something. God dang, go the F away. I need you to come back. I can shoot you in the face. Okay, legs and one wing. Zoom up higher. God dang it. I love my fire guy exploded and knocked me right back into that thing. That was exciting. Ah, F. Oh, what, did I get it already? Alright. I think we need to get legs. It's showing the thing. Now we just need to land. I think we got one of its wings. I honestly can't tell at this point. I don't think we did, actually. Can't tell. I'm not walking through that area. God dang it. Oh, the wing is busted. Okay. So, legs, right? Wait, there's a thing on its back ready? Oh. I think we still need to get rid of its legs. So. Yeah, because I don't think we can harvest it. I think it throws us off if we try it. Dang it. Yeah, butthole. Alright, I got it right here, I think. If it lands me right in the badge of miasma and kills me, I'm gonna flip my desk over. Alright.
Since we know precisely under what conditions it was harvested, it will be perfect for our study.
I actually think we needed one more of those to actually max it out too. It did land me in miasma though. That is funny. If there's not any stuff on the other side here. Wait, it literally only dropped those two items? Are you kidding me right now? That's some pickles. What do you do? Oh.
What's the verdict with the resonance comparisons, Dom? Are we all doomed?
Not doomed, no, but I have every reason to be concerned. Tangles only form in areas of intense magical concentration. That they're so common here in the Enclave makes it clear that this place is overflowing with magic. Have you ever blown into a bladder until it pops? I worry that's where we're headed.
What?
No. Have you?
Ah. Well, I am from Renland.
The patterns did show signs of change then.
Subtle but present. What was intriguing was watching them relax over time, as if the miasma caused them to contract like a muscle.
So things might recover if we could bring an end to the tangles?
I think so. How exactly we pursue that agenda, I'm not sure, but we have several leads we can pursue.
We have to tell the Axel, though. She needs to know about this so we can take every precaution.
Oh. We?
Yeah. It's time. Meet you there. Okay, let's take that again. I'm sorry. I needed a moment to step back and refocus after going off about Stanild. I think, okay now.
I'm impressed. Not everyone can pull themselves out of that kind of anger.
A hard-won skill. When I first made head of the Scouts, Stanild did everything he could to undercut me. His favorite trick was poking and prodding until I lost my cool.
You've seemed pretty together around him when I've been there.
Yeah. I started practicing Valanshir.
What's that?
The intersection between meditation, bare-hand combat, and breathing exercises. There's a complete series of whole-body motions, painfully slow, moving from pose to pose while controlling your breathing. But at the end, just before you reach the final pose, you explode into the final position, usually exhaling hard like, ha!
And that helps?
Oh yeah. It's a solid workout controlling your motions, but the real struggle is the mental focus, which can be exhausting, but after a few months of practice, it's like being able to slide into that calm headspace on command. Few deep breaths and Stanild can't touch me. Well, except when he puts my people in danger with his ego.
I can see how that kind of control would be vital when dealing with Hearthsider politics. And again, I'm truly sorry to hear about the losses. We'll make their sacrifices meaningful.
Yes, we will. Whatever it takes. Bryn, have I ever told you you're a genuinely impressive person?
Thanks. What brought that on?
Oria told me the story about you joining the band. Sounds like your last one was awful, but you stuck with it.
In comparison, joining Oria's group was like that first nice day after a brutal winter.
That's probably more relatable if I grew up in a mountain pass, huh?
No feeling like it. Temperatures that would have felt awful in autumn feel like a summer's day. And there's this endless, soft, watery trickle of everything melting.
Sounds incredible. Think you'll go back?
I have to. My mum and I did not part on the best terms. And while we've made up in letters, I owe her the biggest hug. And I want my dad to see how far I've come. Don't think he expected me to take up the sword, but he's always been supportive.
Maybe I could tag along. I feel like I've been denied something being literally stuck in here.
Deal. I might have to take leave from the band to do it. And travel's always safer with two. And while it's not always better with two, I feel like you and I could have a great time on the road together.
We could get up to hijinks. Maybe even shenanigans.
Wait, what's going on here?
Now we have to do it.
Shenanigans and hijinks?
Hey, you. How's my favorite point doing?
Really well, like always. Thought I'd see how you were holding up.
Still reeling a little from the attack, but getting my feet back under me. Forces me to be up all day more often than I should. I should talk to Dharm about that, actually.
Dharm uses some kind of sleep aid. Lane could help you with that.
Oh, are they the secret weapon? I wondered how Dharm does it. I can stay up past noon regularly, but I wear down if I do it too much.
To be fair, I think that's just Dharm. Fueled by his love of enchantment and solar in equal measure. The scouts probably appreciate you being available all day, but that will wear you down if you're not careful. You must have a day watch head who fills in when you sleep.
Yes, but I can't resist getting involved when it's important. I'll talk to Lane. Maybe they have some extra tricks up their sleeve.
Dude, how many dialogues does he have now? It's like 10 in a row.
We're really moving out there.
I was told time was of the essence.
Yeah, but you made it look easy. Maybe someday you could give classes to the novice scouts.
I overheard Lane say the same thing, actually. But... oh, it's just running.
Well, you make it look effortless. But when someone's new to it, there's a lot to learn. Balance, gait, breathing.
I've heard people note that training in the mountain air probably helped.
I've read about that, but... well, not a lot of chances to compare in recent years. But yes, breathing for distance is a skill. As is conserving energy, so you have enough left to push when you need it.
Dude, what the F,
By the way, did you hear what Aurea said to me?
No.
Why does he all of a sudden have like 10 dialogues?
I guess you can call me Madame Osphine.
No!
Oh, yes. You are a smart, capable, and amazing person. But you're a menace.
Alright, finally. Jesus Christ. Thought we never talking like... What is this? Oh, Tim smithing.
This is really very clever.
You figured it out then?
Yes. Xavier's idea was to use an alchemical process similar to what Dharm and I just did to treat the coals. Elements left over from weaving flame strands distilled and used to treat magma.
Literal magma? The blood of the earth?
Enchanted magma. Measured precisely from one of Xavier's containers, he could delicately control temperature in a forge or foundry.
Sola will be over the moon. I'll let her know.
And I'll collate the more technical details. They'll be ready when she is.
And if it's just gonna be more of that same gear. That's where tons of heat exists. That looks kind of silly.
Magma? Can you believe it?
Is it not lava?
I thought it was only lava if it bubbled up from underground. But now I'll have to ask Lane.
What in tarnation?
You heard the news then?
Oh, I'm sorry, Bryn. We ruined the surprise.
It's fine. Just nice to see you so happy.
We're confident that between the two of us, we can make Xavier's plan work.
And I'm keen to try it out. I was up sketching all night, and I have an idea for some armor to act as a test. If it works, we'll gather more. The veil has to open someday, and with this magma, we could be on the road for months.
Or maybe we'll stay. Either option provides you many potential students.
Or maybe, just maybe,
We could do both.
we'll make it work. After we get this bloody enclave sorted out. Right, Bryn?
I have every faith we will.
Mending Mindset Trophy. Tamarkine. Oh, that looks cool as crap. That looks way cool. That looks way cooler than the other pieces. It's very heavy though. A lot of heat resist. Right.
So, I strongly suspect shenanigans, but also...
That's the
thank you.
thing! For the stuff!
About the stove?
If we need fire resist, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. But shenanigans almost always come
How
from
does
a
this
place
game
of
have
love.
the word that we use all the time in here in it so many times?
Or lead to one?
Well said.
Shenanigans! Shenanigans! Shenanigans!
And this
Exactly.
forge is going to be invaluable, so we all benefit, including the future students I'm imagining up.
Any
Imaginary
standouts
students?
in your illusory class?
There's a shy, red-headed lad named Carlos. He's going to go far. I just know it.
Good old Carlos. Where are the boots? Oh, she wow, we could get a whole set. Fire resist. So that's the Tamarkine are massive fire resist. They look really cool though. I think our current get up is gonna suit us probably game. Alright, so that's all the side missions done. Oh wait, there's still one? Oh, oh, never mind. I just have to go talk to the Axel. Never-ending side quests. I feel like there's more side quest missions than there is freaking main story ones.
Both of you this time. Must be important.
It is. We've identified a long-term risk to our people. A source of decay in our enchanted devices. And I've prepared a list of safety measures we should take.
You have.
Don't curse me, Jim.
Wait. Why did you say that like you already know?
My need to try to finish them.
Arakim, do you know how intense the
These are
competition
pretty
to
decent.
become
They usually
Axel
got like
truly is?
story going on and stuff.
Even in our diminished state, it is ruthless. Each guild jockeying for its representative to be elevated. To win the seat, you need allies, knowledge, and the will to use both.
You've been watching us this whole time.
I have been watching you, Bryn. Yes. I have been judging Arakim.
Always a test.
What I have seen is growth. Your enthusiasm and energy has never been in question. But your judgment and initiative have often been rash. But in working with Bryn's band, I've seen you set goals, lead plans, move from asking permission to making your case, just as you came here to do. Did you not? To lay out a set of clear steps we should take to preserve our new scries and keep our people safe?
Yes, that is exactly what I was going to do.
You should act on your recommendations with my complete support. I know you're not making them lightly, and they affect your people the most. So yes, it was a test. And as Khan, it will be the first of many.
You just said Khan.
I did. The scouts have been ignored for far too long, as we try to pretend everything is as it was. Enough, unless you disagree, Arik.
No, not at all. We've been pushing for this forever.
Good. And you should thank Bryn when we're done. She raised a very salient point in our last chat that swept away the last of my hesitations. Now take a knee, would you? There's work to be done, and neither of us is really built for fancy ceremonies.
A bold initiative trophy.
If we have learned
3
anything
silver trophies in just
the
a bit.
past while, it's that standing too firmly on ceremony costs us time and opportunities. We, as a people, would have withered and died without the tireless efforts of your scouts and their forebearers. And yet we have not recognized them out of fear of tipping a balance that was already lost. And so I elevate you, Arakim Katabi, to the station of Khan of the Enclave.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
grant you the title of guide.
Someone the other day mentioned it's a Ubisoft game, Immortal Phoenix, or Phoenix Immortal, or whatever it's called. That game too. Just from I think the way it looks. But yeah, I've been enjoying it quite a bit, Fluffy. I think we're getting fairly close to the end.
May your initiative and care chart a path for us all.
Do not believe how long to beat for this game. Whoever beat this game in 12 hours didn't do anything in the game. I looked at how long to beat yesterday. It said 12 hours for the game. I've got 42 hours, I think, in the game right now. All right. Okay. Yeah, more than likely. Yeah, I've got my set of current gear is max level. I have 3 different elements currently equipped. I have a frost sword, the kinetic one, with a 2-hander, and fire bow, and yeah. I never did find another bow. There could have been other bows, but I haven't found them. All right, so we have these 2, but I'm gonna not do those. All right, so we have 2 main story quests left. Let's do this one here. The Institute. This one's in. Unless it's clear. It's clear. Institute. It has flash freeze. So, my biggest gripes about this game is the limited inventory, and this flash freeze weather. It sucks. It sucks so bad. The other ones aren't too bad, honestly. The flash freeze one is just really bad. It slows you down when you're trying to do things, and I don't really mind being randomly set on fire because I can roll out of that. It's the game that just slows you down. Witcher's Mire. We'll do that. Yep. Yeah, that is honestly my biggest gripe in the whole game is the inventory. It's better now later in the game. I have so what's crazy, you can't see it right now, but I have max inventory. Let me move to the next area. Let's see. It was wait, where's it at? Dredger's Mire, we need to go. And I think it still shows that I should have inventory spots left. Holderville. Oh, that's the frost area. Gross. Yep. I actually think I mentioned that. That was sucky too. You had to do so much crafting, but you could only carry freaking 20 items, so you could make 2 items at a time. You had to run all the way back to town. Yeah, so if I get my inventory up. Oh, I guess it doesn't show it unless I have it in there. But it still shows I can only carry this whole row and half the top row of the other one. That's maxed out. That's just kind of weird. I feel like they should have just put another row here. I don't know. This seems really weird to me. The inventory could have been double what it was. Honestly, I think that would have been fine. It didn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like even with Star Ocean. If it was 50 or 99, it would have been fine. Oh wait, that area is not frozen anymore, is it? Because I think we fixed it, maybe.
That might be Isla's secret refuge.
Hey.
It's actually not too far from Lucia's workshop.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute here. Oh, chill, bros.
Isla dedicated her life to restoring the Arks. Darn's right. We will need to continue the research.
Freaking 8, man. There's 1,000 of these guys in here. Yeah.
What might she consider sacred for the right?
Oh man, I seen there was a YouTuber I watched. She had her adult figure. It looks pretty sick. Oh, you trying to bundle them up? When's the Donna one come out? But have they done that one yet? Oh, that was nice. Yeah, I bet you
A letter from
get them all in a nice little bundle.
Axel. I should take it back to her.
Let me accidentally, or I mean,
A toy
let me
Archon.
destroy her place.
That's sweet. Dom, do you think this could work for the Rite of Ashes?
It's perfect.
Huh. Isla also had a copy of On the Workings of Archons, marked with annotations, just like Lucia's.
Is that a proxy? Is that a proxy place, too? I know there's some proxies that I've used that are nice like that.
You hear me better now?
Yeah. Weird. The scry was cutting out.
Strange. At any rate, the book could be useful. Once you've completed the ritual, I'll take a look.
I know on Ame Ame you can do that as long as they're within, like, I think like a month or two apart. You can just bundle them all up. Save you in shipping. Yeah, shipping from Japan can be quite crazy sometimes. Alright, to burn the Spindle's Toy Arc altar on the Halopyre Rise in Upper Denevron. I can do that real quick. Wait, there's the whole thing right here. That's kind of like VGP. VGP has a place in New York, so you can avoid any kind of extra things. Are you kidding me? Oh man, combat. Even though it's a Canadian store, like you avoid all the, you know, the whatever's going on between trade and whatever happening. Alright, we're getting jacked by dots right now. Has anybody seen those the Fuga, what is it called again? Fuga Mel, let me look it up. It's called like Fuga something. I've been looking at them for a minute, but I wondered. Fuga Melodies of Steel. They just announced all 3 of them getting a physical version. And they're only like $27 a piece. Noticed the VGP sent me an email today about those. It's kind of neat. Looks like some furry RPGs. Those games look kind of interesting. I think they're a sequel to like a PS1 game. I don't remember the name of it though. What was that? Upper Nevron? Halopyre Rise. Yep, I think I have that site linked or like hot bookmarked just in case for things. I'm still waiting on to get the deets on my Elisa figure. I think that's gonna push me for my February. I'm trying not to spend so much per month on things, and that one's probably gonna put me a little bit over it. But I got my income taxes back already, so we'll let that one slide this month. Yeah, it's supposed to go like it's supposed to be sometime this month, but like I haven't heard anything in a minute. You fart knocker. This guy's got impeccable aim.
I'll need to place the toy ark on the high pyre.
You gotta take out this first. All up here. Place the majority of them. Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a hill pipe? Just in case. Just in case shenanigans be happening. I gotta be sure also if you have max health pots and you pick up one, it will automatically heal you. But if you pick them, if there's two in their area and you pick them up too quick, it will actually pick up both of them and it'll heal you. But like it won't. You can't like save one in case you get damaged again. It's kind of funky.
Sad to burn such a sweet toy.
Oh wait, oh, bed on fire. Watch you get delayed again, I guess.
Now to collect the ashes.
Right. Goes.
Though the flame abates and the ash grows cold, let she who worshipped you rest in eternal warmth.
Beautiful, Bryn.
I'm sure Isla is home.
There it is again. The scry is cutting in and out. Dom? Aurea?
We're... Can you hear me now?
You're back.
While you bring the ashes to Cassidon's hold, I'll analyze the scry. Something strange is afoot.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get this all done without going back and forth. So let's go back to Cassidon's hold. Oh, actually, we have to go back. We have to go back there. Yeah, because we can only go to Cassidon's hold from our place, our hold or whatever, which is kind of sucky. So I can't go to any other things for it to work.
And then the priest says, that's not how you extinguish the holy flame.
I thought you never extinguished the holy flame.
They make certain exceptions when it threatens centuries-old tapestries.
You never talked about your time in the church.
They're not happy memories.
No, but they're yours.
Then let's not fight again so I have more time to share them.
That's unreasonable. Let's just make sure we're talking.
Of course, my love. After all, I love you like I love you.
I love you too.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this cat, man. Comes in here just tromping all over my consoles, all on this freaking desk over here. Trying to get to the window. The window's right here to the side. Like, wants to look out the window. What are you doing? I see you over there.
Hard to believe I have a title now.
The Axel seemed certain you were ready for it.
Hirune's also a politician. She knows this somewhat buys my loyalty to her if she tries to become the next Eye.
Would you support her then?
Hirune's a practical lady. She knows the scouts are critical to our ongoing survival. Farming and fishing around Cassidans keeps us fed, but rare materials for alchemy, medicines, enchanting, and so on, all us.
Which gives you some leverage.
It does. But also my title is precarious, as she granted it as acting Eye. No one's going to challenge her, not right now, but implicitly, if she goes, I go with her.
Do you think this will drastically change how you interact with the other scouts?
In time, I imagine so. We've been without an advocate for so long, and right now's the best time for me to push. I do have some promising candidates to take over day-to-day operations. I suppose we'll have to accelerate that process.
Takes multiple people to replace you,
You got me. Yes, I was bragging. I think it's critical we have some checks to make sure the system's working.
It's every job. There's always that one guy that's doing multiple jobs.
If one group is over or underperforming,
try to replace
I can
them.
try to work with them to figure out
Everything
why.
implodes.
Wins, listen to me. Just chain me to a desk already. All I do is stare at scrolls and move abacus beads now.
That sounds pretty sexy. All right, let's...
Job 1 will be dealing with the source, right? You feeling up to it?
If it were all on me, I'd be overwhelmed. But I've got your band. An exceptional group with an exceptional point. But you tell me, am I ready?
I'm with the Axel. It's going to be a change, though.
A shift in the winds, for sure.
Still, look at how you interact with the band here, now. Arranging tasks, working with them. I think you feel more comfortable here.
I do. Your group is inspiring. Everyone's pulling in the same direction. I doubt I can capture that particular magic with all the politics around the hold, but maybe I can match it with the scouts.
I'm excited to see how it goes, Khan Katabi.
I hope I live up to your and everyone's expectations.
You will.
Everybody's got something to say.
I was just thinking about how we managed to trap the heat of molten rock itself.
And you and your wife seem through a complicated patch?
I never doubted we would find a way through. This time was different than the other spats we've had. I am very grateful for your help. I would not know what to do without Sola. She is very much my guiding star.
You're welcome. You big romantic. Just keep talking to her, and the nights will be cloudless.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, 2 talks.
I think we all suspected prolonged exposure to the raw magic in here would affect creatures, but it's surprising to see how far it's gone.
You think this is caused by something other than direct contact with raw magic, like the tangles?
Oh, yes. It's that the air is so thick with magic that tangles can even form. It's unprecedented, and thank the flames for that. Imagine if every creature across the Maida acted as aggressive as the ones you're facing.
This mean?
Is it possible the same thing is happening to us? Or has happened to the Hearthsiders?
While it's long been theorized we must have something akin to Strands in us, they've never manifested like in a great creature. On one hand, this means we need mantles to mimic what they do naturally.
More incarnations!
On the other, Asher, Asir, and so on seem less affected by the ongoing. It's not like our kin has grown a third arm. I think we can presume safety for some time.
How's it going, Jess? You playing random small games, I see. I caught you playing something earlier today. I actually don't remember what it was. Welcome everybody. We're playing Eternal Strands. I we're Mika and the Witch's Mountain. How is that going? That game looks very cute. It's a big one. I actually seen that one. I almost requested a key for it myself, but I don't know. It seems like a slice of life kind of cute game. How you like it? What's up, Bandits? Blargio, welcome.
What do we do about it, though?
Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday.
Our first step has to be securing the source.
The source?
If it's the reason the Enclave had access to so much magic before the Surge, it's also why things are so suffused with raw magic. You see, this is largely an infrastructure problem. The leaks in the tapestry will have to be sealed and magic slowly consumed through usage. If we can reduce the emission of raw magic to below our consumption, the concentration will drop. Once the levels inside match the rest of the Maida, we should be back to some semblance of normal.
Doing some talkings there, buddy, after completing story quests, so they've all got a lot to say here. The wholesome game. Yeah, I think Suxer played it too, and he said it was pretty decent too. I've seen it. It looks very like a very cute game, I guess. Just exactly you describe it. Welcome everybody. Everybody has to stream though as well. If you don't know me, we play lots of RPGs in here. We're playing Eternal Strands. We're in actually Act 6, which I didn't realize this game had that many acts in it. When I looked this game up, it said that it only had 4. Because the max acts in the game is 4. But we're currently in 6, so I'm confused by that one. So we have 41 hours in the game. So we've got definitely a bit going on in it. Yeah, mainly play RPGs, JRPGs, story kind of games, whatnot. Just seeing what everybody has to say here. Everybody's got something here.
It's nice to have the camp stove working properly again.
Even if it took Casmin quietly tossing our coal supply into the hollow one night to make it happen.
Wait, she did?
Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that. But Dom and Sola have reconciled, which I suspect was her whole plan. So still, Kaz doesn't like for people to know she's a romantic at heart.
Oh. Well, I am very glad you mentioned this.
I know she's gonna rub it in.
Thank you,
now.
Lane.
Just go easy on the teasing. I don't want her to serve my stew cold all week.
All right.
So, I was having a chat with Lane.
Oh?
Said something about you stashing coal outside the camp.
Oh, gods, they saw that?
Sure did.
Oh, I was so careful. Listen, Bryn, you know why I did it, right?
Because our Enchanter and Smith need to keep working together.
Yes, and they need to keep talking. They're so good together. So, I did what I had to. Just don't tell anyone, okay?
Well, you had me do an extra side quest for it. What the F?
Kaz.
Yeah?
I think everyone knows. Except maybe Dom.
Do you have any other games you're going to be playing after that one, Jess? Or are you gonna just kind of play it by the... You're going to wing it?
Gods, that's embarrassing.
You might want to sneak that coal back into the stocks at some point.
Already did. It was distracting to know the count was wrong.
I'm going to go back to Bravely Second after this one. I was able to figure out how to get some things going on that one. I'm hoping it kind of picks up more because I'm not feeling this one as much as the first one. Or you didn't have anything to say? A walking sim? I actually like walking sims myself. They're nice and chill. Alright, consult with Kenrick. Okay, that's Stad. Will be in the hold. Boy Story 2. Is that like a PS1 game? Yeah, that seems like something you jam on. Oh yeah, yeah. I like they're very chill games too. Just walking sims. You just kind of walk around, pick up things, go at your own pace. I'm a fan of those myself. Oh, you play. Oh, okay. Got some.
I performed the rite.
Some nostalgia going
and I
on.
brought you the ashes.
Oh, they brought it back to the. Okay, so they brought back the PlayStation Store. Gotcha. They need to get on that. More PS1 games, PS2 games.
Thank you, Bryn. Isla admired you. She would be honored that you did this for her.
It's not how she would have wanted things. I should have been there.
Enough! I know you're grieving. We all are. But you are no longer the Eye. And this disrespectful conduct ends now.
Dude, he'd have to get spanking.
You owe Bryn a thank you. And an apology for that matter. And probably a great deal more than that. Not only has she gone out of her way to perform the rite for your daughter, but she saved us all from certain death at the Grand Gate too. None of which she would ever have had to do if it weren't for your...
For my actions! I know! I know! It's all my fault. I should have been there. Not at the temple. At the Grand Gate. I should have stayed. The way she looked at me when I left her there. I'll never forget it.
Dude, this guy left his daughter to die.
I could fill a city with my mistakes. I should have supported her work. I should never have lied to her. My regrets will drown me.
Yeah.
Maybe they should.
Oh.
Maybe they should.
Ooh.
My mother used to say, you can drown in your grief, or learn to swim in it. It is unfair that you lost a child, no matter the circumstances. I am so sorry that happened to you. But now you have a choice.
Dang.
You can spend the rest of your days counting the ways you failed your daughter. Or you can dedicate every breath you have left to her.
How?
Just do one small thing a day that would make her proud to call you her father. Start by helping us finish the work you wish you had supported in her life.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid. If you'll excuse me. But there is one thing. The Ark in your camp, the one she wanted to restore, it's called the Ark of Verdance. An enchantress named Lucia de Crassus built it.
Lucia.
Consider it a thank you for what you've done.
Well, yeah, I mean, Dark Cloud 1 and 2, so did they not work on the PS5? They did make like ports of them on the PS4. They just don't have trophies, I'm guessing. Okay. Oh, they're buggy.
Is there anything
That's good to
else
know.
you can tell me about the Ark of Verdance?
I'm guessing unless you play them on the PS4. Yes.
Please. I've had enough.
I mean, I remember playing a Star Ocean 3 on the PS4 port, and it was kind of buggy too. It would just randomly crash sometimes. It's very annoying. Like it would just in certain zones.
Just leave me be.
Fine. I understand.
Code Red. Oh, Siren. I seen. Man, I could not get into Siren. That game's not for me. I seen Code Red. I'm like, wait, what's Code Red? No, it's just Siren. It's funny.
I need you to know, nobody else has been checking in on me like you have.
Well, you know, Bryn is very nosy, Axel.
I feel as if I'm alone in the stifling dark. But you are a bright light. Even though everything is very hard, I need you to know that I see what you're doing. Thank you.
Of course. It's just the right thing to do.
You laying Isla to rest. is what she would have wanted. Despite what her father said, you inspired her to be better, braver. It respects her memory to the fullest.
It was the least I could do.
Don't diminish your contributions.
You've got our support, whatever form that takes.
For what it's worth, I appreciate that.
By the way, I found something that you might want to see. It's a letter I found in the Spindle's hideout. It looked like your handwriting. I didn't read it.
I don't understand why you've been so kind to us, Bryn.
It's okay. I'll let you get back to it, all right?
Likewise.
Yeah. I haven't played the OG Siren game, but I played the remake on PS3, and I don't know if the OG's that way, but man, it was very good. I didn't. Mainly because the PS3 version, every time it went to a split screen, it was 2 FPS.
You deserved better from him, but that was probably all he's capable of. Come to think of it, we all deserved better from him.
What will you do now?
Take care of my people. Someone needs to. And you? You're going to try to fix the arcs?
I tried it for a whole stream one day, and I just... it wasn't quite my gist. I couldn't quite do it. It seemed like it was just... I don't really know what to do. I think it made it been it was played so bad on the PS3. All right.
Isla saw something in the arcs no one else did. The Enclave's legacy, innovation and ambition. We can't let her death be in vain. Her work must be finished.
I wish I could help, but arcs were Isla's expertise, not mine. Still, I agree. That arc allowed you to pass safely through the tangles, where Surgeborn go to regenerate. If you're going to try to fix it, consider me heavily invested in your progress.
It's too great an advantage to ignore. I'll keep you updated.
My light. I remember the day you were born, vividly. When I held you, my heart was so full it threatened to
man. We're going to get through this tonight. It's going to be
and I know your
5
mother
minutes tomorrow,
felt
huh?
the same way. For all her flaws, she would be so proud of you.
We have one of the story quests, and this one's going to get...
I am so proud of you.
What's the other one at? Weathering a storm. Wait, unless these are quick, we just need to go to the Institute. Is it still frost? It's drought. And we could live with that. Ramona's Canal. Luckily we have a... Alright, there's a fast travel right there. Maybe we get this real quick. Welcome back, Jim.
See those massive pipes running along the roof? Norian
I
design.
feel like I'm surrounded by horny teenagers.
I recognized
all of
them
a sudden.
earlier, and they prompted my investigation into the Norians and the Enclave.
Confirming your findings that the Norians were heavily involved in the tapestry.
A cave should not be this hot.
There are times I wish our forebears had cut a few corners. But no, everything still works decades later. It just works wrong.
This should be the place, Bryn. You're looking for tablets with a circle marked by 6 dots.
Alright. Oh, hang on.
They'll look blank, but I'll be able to read them when you bring them back.
You're full of beautiful secrets, sir.
I like how there's two frost guys just chilling right here. Alright.
That's one of them, Bryn. I hope they would still be down here.
What should we expect?
The Norians were experimenting without informing the Enclave on the aerolifts. They wanted them to do more than just moderate the weather. They wanted to control it.
They got tired of long winters? Gloomy days?
Think bigger. If you control the rain in a desert, you control the land itself.
Alright, two. Alright, easy peasy. Where's the next one at? Over this way. Oh crap. Whoops. I made a hasty jump. Luckily, I think all four of these are going to be pretty easy to get. Alright. What the F? Wrong. Nice hill plot thing there too. Nope. Really? That pattern? Ah, some wrist guards, of course. Stop doing the combat for a second so I can loot things. We can go for something like that. Yeah, stuff. All right, one more. It is that way. All right. Well. Oops. Just need these to guide me here. We've been here a million times. We don't need to do it. There we go. He's gonna be a butthole. Where's our little minion guy at? He can help situations. He's gonna blow up.
That should be enough for us to piece their research together, Bryn.
Will we be learning how Norians hide their information, Sev?
Yes. And if word gets out, we're both going to be hunted.
Right,
The best knowledge is always
Quit
dangerous.
talking. I'm trying to teleport back. Oh, great. This last last half of the game, they've had so much dialogue. It's been insane. It's like a daggum massive like visual novel JRPG playing together. Nuts.
You performed the Rite of Ashes beautifully, Bryn.
Glad to hear it. Not being part of the church myself, I felt a little out of place.
I feel like one night I spent like 3 hours
I'm
doing dialogue.
sure Isla is at peace.
Yeah.
You got smoked, dude?
The rite I read mentioned shrouding the spindle in an eternal warmth. Is that in reference to an afterlife?
Yes, although the Reformed sect do believe in an afterlife, it is featured more prominently in Orthodox Hallowpire beliefs. The idea being that the Great Fire is an ethereal, divine being which cannot be fully comprehended in this life, and who waits for its followers beyond this lifetime.
I wanted the ashes.
The Eye asked me to collect the ashes from the altar on his behalf. What does he intend to do with them?
It depends on the sect. But often the ashes from the ritual are interred with the body in a burial site. Other times, if it's a prominent family, which the Stanolds seem to be, the ashes are housed in a family mausoleum. Tragic, of course, that a father must do this for his child instead of the other way around.
Spinner was enchantress. Wonder if Hallowpire attracts
A religion founded on fire seems like a natural draw for weavers. Was that your experience in Renland?
Hardly. In Renland, magic was ostracized. And there, it was viewed as unnatural corruption of fire. Pure ignorance. That's why I've turned my back on it for many years. But you're right, that the Stanold family's religious beliefs are notable. The prominence of the church in Upper Denevron suggests the weavers here held it in high regard.
I appreciate your perspective on it, but I'd better let you get back to work.
Before you go, thank you for laying her to rest. You could have just paid your respects and left, but it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, they've all got things to say.
Dom, the interference I'm experiencing during expeditions is concerning. Is there any chance our scry is degrading like the ones belonging to the Enclave?
No. I'm positive this is something else entirely. Our scry remains unchanged. We have the means to test for degradation, and there is none. I'll need to investigate further.
As long as it doesn't give out on us completely in the meantime.
Yeah, it's gonna keep going, I feel like.
However, I have taken a
Another
look at the
story.
Spindle's copy of the workings of Archons, and thankfully,
You just added
writing
another
is
one just
far
now.
more legible than Lucia's. And her notes are significantly less paranoid at that.
About that, Kenrick Stanold told me that Lucia wasn't just tinkering with the Ark we followed through the Veil. She built it. The Ark of Verdance.
That is quite the revelation. What was it for?
I'm still
That was all
confused.
Kenrick
When I
Chris told
googled how many acts was in this
Or
game, it
wanted
literally
to
says
tell
4.
me, But
We're on Act 6. I was so confused by that one. I'm assuming because
Sev
the game's new.
mentioned that Kenrick had been feeding Isla information about a failsafe for the Source. Could the Ark of Verdance be the fix she was working on without realizing it?
Yes. Yes! That could be it. Genius, Bryn. On my side, I dug into her notes. She was working on a way to fully restore our Ark for us. She was so close to a schematic, intricate, elaborate, masterful.
Hey, if this is one we
Solar
can get like
has the
easily.
final design ready for you.
Oh.
Essentially, we'll be creating a power core for the Ark. Most notably, we'll need a special part, a bar of shaped coral. This is the final key for an Ark to be functional on its own without a weaver channeling magic into it.
If we had built a power core earlier, could her death have been prevented?
She only made this discovery in the final days of her life, through researching all the Ark parts we had supplied her. Her research even theorizes that using one's own magic to power an Ark for brief amounts of time could result in death.
So she knew she was going to die at the Grand Gate.
She knew exactly what would happen, and did it anyway. That's courage.
We can't let it be in vain. So, then the Ark of Verdance is our failsafe. Your design will get it running. Where can I find the shaped coral?
Oh, really? She probably just load up the next
She
game.
suspected it was kept in the Archon's hearth. stored near natural coral deposits for its regenerative properties.
Oh, Bryn. Hi.
I remember seeing somebody ask how come she had so much money at the end of one of the chapters. Apparently she had found some way to min-max cooking.
Were you crying? Are you okay?
Yes. The rite of ashes just got to me, that's all. The spindle and the axle only had such a brief time together.
It's awful. I can't imagine how she's feeling right now.
So much in life can be fleeting. It just makes you appreciate what a gift the time you have with someone is.
Some apartments too. Goes max stamina. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Fabulous. That's a lot of stuff, especially in the first game.
All this time,
I remember there was one.
The spindle was
I grinded
sneaking
a
out
lot
of Cassidy's hold.
just to get extra.
I had no idea.
Stuff to equip. Yeah.
Sounds like you two had more in common than you realized.
Just reminds me that you've got to tell people how you feel when you get the chance.
Was there something you wish you had told the spindle?
Just how much I appreciated her level head and expertise.
Well, if they enjoy that
Not
game
we
so
all
much,
knew her father wasn't why
she's going to
she was
enjoy
the
all the rest
spindle.
of them, honestly. I don't know, sometimes people get to the further ones and they kind of lose interest a little bit, but she'll enjoy everything up to the Cold Steel games, I think. And then that will be the true decision, I guess, once it switches over a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good ending. So yeah, Necrosis. I'm gonna skip over that. I've been reading this, but it's getting kind of late. I kind of want to. Man, I thought we were gonna get to the end of this night, but man, it's taken so long. Everything's taken so long in this game. I didn't think this game would take me almost 50 some hours to beat. Skip it.
I shouldn't be surprised the Norians use a fluid to conceal their secrets. It's ingenious, really. An acid of sorts that can etch the writing into the metal invisibly. And when you apply another compound, it oxidizes. It's like a legible rust, and yet, after you're done, you can just wipe it clean.
I've seen
and it
several
flakes
reviews
off.
for this too, and they beat this game in like 20 some hours and stuff. I'm like, did they not do
Medium
anything
aside,
in the game? That's
what
what's
did we learn?
confusing me right now, because I've got like almost 50 hours in the game.
As Sev expected, research on the aeroliths. It's a bit outside my speciality, so I passed it to Dom.
And how are we feeling about Sev's revelations?
It's not like I've never kept things from my friends, and I generally keep them from my family, so I empathize. But I don't keep them from the band. Anyway, Dom's waiting.
Yeah, the good games.
Have you ever felt like you couldn't trust the people around you? Oh, never mind. You did tell me about Aaron and how he undermined your confidence. I suppose it would have been hard to hold trust in someone who didn't respect you.
It wasn't fun, I can tell you that. Is there someone here who's putting you on edge?
It's Sev, and how he was collaborating with the Eye behind our backs.
Oh? I can understand, but you didn't exactly seem blown away by the revelation.
I didn't have time to process it. I have now, and the more I think about it, the more upset I feel.
Logically, I understand the situation. I can trace the weave of circumstance that forced his hand and led to his deception. I know he had no choice. And I've even forgiven him. I said the words to his face, so why am I still so angry?
That's a tough one.
It reminded me again of Udea.
Yes,
Will the
this is
fear
gonna be
and
another
the
side
manipulation follow me forever? Will it taint every secret, the lies, the subterfuge? The Maida may seem a balmy paradise, but in reality, it is a toxic swamp. Every fiber of my being is screaming at the prospect of having my life ruined by this again.
All right. It's clear that sitting around base camp chewing on this isn't doing you any good. You need a distraction.
Possibly.
One of the reviews I seen for this, they said
What
they
did
beat
you
the
have in
game in
mind?
every side quest in 29 hours. I don't know how the F they did that.
The Axel must be overwhelmed right now. Let's find something to help her with.
Unless they played on easy.
I'm amenable to this. Shall I let you ask her, or...?
Oh, no. You're coming with me.
I suppose it'd be good to catch up with her, and I'll meet you at Cassidy's Hold, then. See you soon.
All right, I wanted to finish this tonight, but it's getting just too late. There's still obviously too much to do. All right, I literally thought we were going to do it, but it still just keeps coming up with tons and tons of companion quests, and apparently there's how many acts are there in this game?
Game over.
We're in Act 6. you try Googling this game, it says there's 4. I Googled it this morning. Because I was wondering, because we were in Act 4 today when I started. It said there was 4 acts in the game from several Reddit posts, and I was like, well, what the F now is even going on? So I'm just going, things are just making things up, or what's going on here? I've had maxed out armor for the last freaking 3 acts, so that's kind of crazy. I can't craft anything higher. Yeah, maybe. Yes. Yeah, we're just gonna have to. I was really hoping I'd finish this tonight, but I'm gonna mess with it to save right now before it gets too late. And what's funny is I'm gonna start it tomorrow, do 1 side quest, and it's gonna be 30 minutes. What's funny is it said yesterday, it says like you will not be able to come back here for a while when you do this mission. It literally took 10 minutes. Mission took 10 freaking minutes, and we were back to the camp. But I'm like, I don't trust this game too much with that stuff anymore. That says stuff like that. 10 whole minutes. We literally were there. We knocked a guy down to half health, and it took us right back to camp after a cutscene. But I'm pretty sure we don't have whatever is gonna take this here. And we've been 4.5 hours so far, so a lot longer than I anticipated.